This is your boy Basement Boxing Talk coming to you live. We're gonna get this intro started. Get the show started.
He say, basement, boxing tall. You know I'm a warrior, right? Fuck that, I'm a champion. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. I'm feeling cocky. I hit a thing to beat the ring, a boof up like I'm Rocky. ASAP, any opponent think they can stop me. I stay strapped, but I chop tryna learn my moves so you can copy. You gotta give it your all. Gotta give it your all. When you're back against the wall. When you're back against the wall. When you the one people call. When you the one people call. To keep greatness involved. To keep greatness involved. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect. He say.
There we go. My bad. There we go. Your boy Basement Boxing Talk coming to you live. We got my good brother Brandon in the building. What's good, my good brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? Glad to be here, bro. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I meant to change the I meant to change the thing on here. I still got no Bud conversation. We do got conversation about Bud to talk about too. Yes, sir. So how you doing, good brother?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm a little under the weather, not feeling that great, but I did want to come in for a couple of minutes just to chat, see how you guys are going, how you guys are doing.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. See if Black Star jump in here in a few minutes. Hey, we got a few things to talk about in boxing. We got the big fight that happened last weekend, Canelo and Kill Plant fight to talk about. We also got fights tonight to talk about. Got David Benavidez fighting tonight. He's not fighting the guy that he was supposed to fight, but he's fighting the guy. And got Gabriel Rosado. That's not going. Not too big of a fan of that fight. And we got a lot. We got next week. We got the big fight: Sean Porter, Terrence Crawford. We got the tank fight coming up. We got a few things coming up.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be amazing. This is like the next few weeks will be pretty good for boxing. Some good fights.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I think I might have lost you guys for a second.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought I lost you.
No. No, you said it's gonna be some good fights coming up.
Yeah, I think a lot of I think this is the first time I think in a long time where like the fights tonight, the fights next week. Most of the fights that are going to be happening are going to be, you could say, kind of career-defining fights. If the favorite loses, it's going to have it actually is going to matter. The winner of the fight is going to have somewhat of a weight to it. So I mean, I kind of like that. I look forward to it.
They go to good brother Black Star Sports. Black Star Sports TV too. What's good brother? You got your mute muted. You got your mute muted.
Hey, what's going on, brother? What's happening?
What's going on?
All right, man. We ain't talking that boxing, man. Been a little second though, but hey, we back in it now, huh?
Yes, sir. Salute Mo Boxing. How you doing?
Mo in the building. What it do?
What's good?
Yeah, man. I tell you, we got some fights tonight, huh?
Oh yeah, we got some fights tonight. You wanna we were just starting off. I want to discuss the big fight last weekend before we got to the fights this tonight. Well, tell me your thoughts on the big fight last weekend, the Caleb Plant and Canelo fight. What was your thoughts on it?
Man, I tell you, I'm twisted because Caleb did so well. He did so well in that fight. I wasn't completely surprised, but for the 11th round to turn tragically like it did, it smelled a lot like the Kovalev fight to me. And I ain't trying to pin that one on him because this was a little more realistic than the Kovalev one, but it sure smelled a whole lot like that one. Because I don't understand how the guy got hit one time. He did make a mistake and got hit clean. So that's why I say it's giving me a feeling. I'm not really calling it, but it make me get those vibes, you know, because I mean, he wasn't able to recover. And I mean, he never been rocked the whole fight. He got hit one time, and all of a sudden, this just lights out. You know, he did flail around the ring, and you know, I'm like, man, he can't recover. Just to, you know, why ain't he just tie him up or something? You know, because I mean, he was doing so well, regardless of what their scorecards. We knew he didn't have a chance against the judges, but he would at least had bragging rights among the real fans that, you know, he schooled Canelo. Canelo looked ordinary in that fight for much of the round. Canelo was behind him. He was walking, trying to get in. Then he trying to play it off. He gonna stand between the rounds. I'm not gonna sit down. This is light work. This is light work. You can't even touch this man. What type of dumb shit was that? But it feeds into this macho narrative, like this old macho. But you didn't just go out there and sell out and run at Caleb Plant any type of way, because you would have got pieced up like you was getting when you was trying to be calculated. I mean, think about it. He was calculated and he still was getting caught. Bloop, blam, catch that shoulder roll, come back with that right, bloom. He was catching them all day with that. And he was running right into it, just like what Mayweather did. So the book is out on him. This right here beats him. And fighters that can fight like that, give him that's why he's not fighting them guys. But you know what? At the end of the day, you got to give the man his props. He got his undisputed title. Congrats to you, man. But it's time to see you fight the guys that we want to see you fight, which is the whole beginning of the gripe in the beginning. Because if you fight those guys and beat those guys, can't nobody say nothing about you, bro. Can't nobody say nothing about you. You know. But it was good, man. But anything though, people is not giving Caleb Plant enough credit for what he did this week. Nobody thought, oh, 2 rounds, he's done. No, he's not going to this. You know, Billy Joe Saunders was better than him. He did better than all of them. All of them. He was in complete control in that fight. He dictated the pace of that fight. Only time that he could ever even touch him is if he go up against the ropes and lay up on the ropes. If he come off the ropes, Canelo can't touch him. Can't touch him. So how is he this pound for pound great and he's just so much better than everybody else when you see a performance like that? Because if it was Deontay Wilder, it's the one punch. It's the one punch. It's the one punch. Yo, he got the one punch. You remember that whole scenario? Why is it not applying to him? He got fucking washed up until that punch, man. I mean, it was so shocking. I was like, huh? He ain't gonna get up. That's how I felt. I didn't feel like, damn, that should be it. I didn't think it was that devastating. But I mean, he should have been rocked. I felt like a little bit, maybe that I could understand. But not being able to continue, you stumble, go all the way across the ring, stop, turn around on the floor, fall down. Come on, man. That's a little bit of Kovalev in that motherfucker, man. That's a little bit of Kovalev.
Brandon, can I get your thoughts on the fight?
I mean, I thought Plant did a good job. He had a good plan. I think up until about round 5, when he wasn't throwing enough punches, he was backing up. I mean, it was almost like, I don't think he got tired. I think for 11 rounds, the first 5 rounds, he was competitive. And after that, it was like he could hit Canelo. He couldn't hurt Canelo. and he, for whatever reason, he kept backing up. And the thing with somebody like Canelo is kind of like, if you're fighting Mike Tyson, if I'm going to back up and not push you, not try to wear you out, not try to get you out of your game a little bit, it's going to be hard to beat Canelo. It's going to be hard to beat anybody that way because you're letting them run their game plan and you're not executing your game plan. I think, with Canelo now being undisputed at super middleweight, I don't know if there's anybody at super middleweight or middleweight that would beat Canelo. I haven't seen, right now I can't say anybody that I think, oh, this guy could beat him. I think if you're going to beat Canelo, you're going to have to bully him. You're going to have to make him take risk. You got to make him respect your power. Like the one thing Triple G did against Canelo that I thought Caleb Plant was going to do was stand his ground and, let the hands go. I thought he was going to say, look, I'm going to hit you when I hit you, I want your head to be rocked back. And Plant was like he said, he was shoulder roll, catch him with the right hand, and then he kind of stopped with it. He was like, okay, I hit you one good time with the right hand. Now let me move back, throw a couple of jabs. And I'm like, okay, but he needs to respect your power. If you don't make him respect your power, he's not going to be worried about that right hand. And Plant didn't do that. And I think that's the reason why Plant, ultimately got knocked out round 11. He let Canelo go to the body when he wanted to. He let Canelo get him on the ropes. And it's like, you cannot do that against Canelo.
Okay. Okay, some of my thoughts on the fight. One of my big questions is this. Black Star made a good point saying that Caleb Plant fought a good fight, which he did. And it shocked me. The first 4 rounds really shocked me. But then you look at they cards, the scorecards, and it's like, well, damn, how the hell they have Caleb Plant losing them rounds when Canelo didn't even throw a damn punch? Salute to God Body Sports and News. What's good brother? Welcome to the building. It's like Canelo he wasn't throwing no punches, but the thing that really had me real baffled was Caleb Plant fought a great fight, and he was really using the jab. He was every punch he was throwing wasn't having the same. He wasn't throwing them at the same speed, so he was throwing some kind of slow, some kind of fast, and it kind of had Canelo to me kind of confused a little bit. I seen a little frustration in Canelo. I seen frustration in Canelo, which I haven't seen in a long time. And that might go back to he's fighting an American style fighter too. And at one point, Caleb Plant was tapping him on the face. I think he got that from Floyd too, because that's what Floyd was doing to Canelo. He was just tapping him to the face and then shoulder rolling and rocking him. And a lot of punches that Canelo was throwing was not affecting or even hitting Caleb Plant like that. Salute to my good brother Bruce Goals. He's in the building. What's good, Bruce? Mo Boxing. I forget you put something up there too. I ain't want to forget you, brothers. But Caleb Plant fought a good fight, but come round 7, Caleb Plant quit throwing the jab. The jab went out of his game, and then for some reason, he just let Canelo start attacking him. And it wasn't like Canelo was actually cutting the ring off on him, because Caleb Plant way faster than him. But it was just like Caleb Plant would just position himself on the ropes to all of a sudden now get hit. You went from not getting hit the first 6 rounds to now in the 7th round, now all of a sudden you take a punishment. Hold on, let me see. Let me stop. Mo said if you don't hurt Canelo, he won't respect you and will come for your head. You're right. You're right. So I didn't get to finish my statement, but it was like he quit. Caleb Plant he quit sticking to the game plan. And like the good brother Brandon said, if you don't put force on Canelo, and we know Caleb Plant probably is not one of the hardest hitting guys Canelo's ever fought. But if you don't keep that jab out there, which was keeping the distance, you got the height, you got the reach, it was keeping the distance, and it was making Canelo frustrated. But for some reason, the guy just stops doing that, and then all of a sudden now he's taking punishment to the body. He's taking a few punches to the head, and this is one thing I can never forget. Why the hell was Caleb Plant leaning his head down into the right side? That was some Deontay Wilder shit, bro. Deontay Wilder did the same fucking thing, man. Listen to me. I might be one of the first to tell you guys this on YouTube, but this is the same shit. The same
point. Yeah, exactly the same thing.
What the fuck is you sitting here leaning your head down to the right side, and you're vulnerable? And this is the cold thing. Canelo was throwing the left hook the whole night. The whole night, Caleb Plant was catching it with the right, catching it. You start leaning to his left.
Lean into it.
And you lean right into it. Got clipped. Bruce Goes, what Bruce Goes say, salute Basement Boxing Talk and Black Star. Salute good Bruce Goes. Salute good brother
Bruce. Yeah, man. That's it. That's that Kovalev, man. I told you it smelled a lot like Kovalev to me.
Man, I just really, man. And listen, I waited after the fight because I really wanted to see the press conference. Because like you said, it was a good hit. I'm not in the ring taking the punch.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn it. I can't say nobody faking the funk on nothing. But it didn't seem like the punch was that effective.
Yeah, because we've seen him throw much harder shots.
And I'm like, wow. He hit Caleb Plant with the left. Then the uppercut was tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
The uppercut was tremendous. But I'm like, man, damn. Fall to the ground if that's the case. Why was you trying to hold yourself up?
Grab him, fall him, something.
I mean, Canelo got the fuck up out of there after he hit him. Because he knew. After he caught him with that right uppercut, he knew, like, all right, he going down. So Canelo he couldn't come grab Canelo. But goddamn, bro, you ain't have to waste your energy trying to save yourself from falling.
Yeah.
You could have hit the pavement, take the standing 8, come out and hold this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But when he came out, it's like he looked perfectly fine to me.
I thought so too.
As soon as Canelo attacked him, he ran straight backwards. And it was like, here he go, leaning to the right. Now Canelo, like, it's like he punching down on you.
Yep. He gave his height up. Gave it up. And everything that he worked so beautifully, he just reversed everything all of a sudden. He just forgot what he was doing, what he been training for, what he been doing in front of us for all them rounds. He just threw it out the window. It's crazy, man.
Salute the boxer's finest coming in the building.
Salute. Yeah, man. But that is true though. Your good brother Brandon and Mo Boxing was saying about how you got to come at him and a certain amount of force. But like you said, that jab had him dazed and befuddled. He didn't know, and he wasn't so
frustrated.
Aggressive. Yeah, he wasn't aggressive. He calmed down, and then he kept him following. He never let Canelo keep his feet flat so he could generate more power. He had his feet moving all the time, trying to get in position with him. So as soon as he got in position, he tried to hurry up and throw something, basically messing up his base. So he wasn't really getting the power that he needed to get because of that. He did that beautiful for a while. Then all of a sudden, he give that up. That is what you needed to win the fight. He had to fight one, in my opinion. The refs would have gave the decision to Canelo as long as he's standing. We all understand that. But real boxing fans would have been on here talking, nah, hell with what they talking about. That man got his ass outboxed. And he did outbox Canelo for a good majority of that whole fight. And then all of a sudden, that 11th round is that magical round again. All of a sudden, bing, oh. He hit Callum Smith with way more harder punches than Callum could take him. But somehow, I just don't get it.
Look what Mo Boxing say. Mo Boxing say I expected a war from Plant since he was about that in the press conference. Sorry, I wasn't impressed with his boxing. Just another payday.
He wanted
I
him to go in there. He
disagree.
wanted him to go to war.
Yeah, I disagree. I think Caleb Plant, when he wanted to hit Canelo, he hit Canelo. The difference is if Canelo just clipped him into the body and hit Canelo to the head, Canelo hit with more force. Canelo was, like they say, he had bad intentions in his punches. And with Plant, he didn't have bad intentions. I mean, he if you go back and look at the highlights, he was able to hit Canelo, frustrate Canelo, but I mean, you never saw Canelo get hurt. You never saw Canelo, cringe, bend over, look stunned. It's like, oh, okay, you hit me with a good shot, got it. But when I hit you with a shot, I'm trying to knock you out. I'm trying to hurt you. And why? And I mean, I don't know. I never fought Canelo, so I don't know what his punches feel like. But what you have to do if you're the bigger man is the smaller man has to respect you. He has to respect what you can do to him in one punch. You might be a better boxer, but if you can't make him respect the power you have, eventually you're going to get walked down. Eventually, if you can't keep him away from you, eventually he's going to hit you with the shot you don't see coming, and it's going to daze you, it's going to rock you, it's going to put you down. And as many times as he did hit Canelo, he never hurt Canelo. Canelo, I think, only backed up once or twice when he got hit. Other than that, he hit Canelo. Canelo was like, okay, I'm gonna go to your body. And you can't do that with Canelo. A guy like that, you gotta watch. You gotta be like, look, you gotta feel some pain.
I agree with you. God Body Sports said the way they called them rounds, ain't nobody beating Canelo. Hey, you right, God Body Sport. That was absolutely so true because, we seen it all in the Floyd fight. We can take it back years ago. We seen it in the Floyd fight. It was not one round I can believe that Canelo won in the Floyd fight. But Floyd didn't win that unanimous decision. That was split decision. And if you look at Floyd's face when they announced it, the winner by a split decision, he said, huh? Not me in Vegas at home. So we all know if you don't knock Canelo out, you're not going to get the win. I don't see you getting the win. Peace to my good brother Ricky Williams in the building. What's good, good brother?
In the building, man. Yes, indeed.
Let me know if you want to come on up, Rick.
Well, I think what you have to do with somebody like Canelo, especially judges don't get to see it from a video and they don't get replay, is you got to convince the judges that you won the round. And if the guy, whoever the heavy favorite is, whoever the champion is, he's already won because he's a champion. So in the judge's eyes, he is the winner of the fight unless you do something to make them say, no, he's not. And even though Plant might have been able to hit Canelo with some really good shots, the shots that connected, regardless if it hit the glove, the body, the elbow, because the judges, it happened so fast, they can't tell. They can't look and see that clearly was a shot that landed. If it makes a sound, then they think it landed. The fans say ooh and ah, they think it landed. So you got to come in and take it from Canelo. You got to. There's several fights that I remember watching in my life where I knew the guy won the fight, but ended up losing the fight. And yeah, the judges got it wrong. But then I go back and look at it, and I'm like, well, you know what? What can I see? What punch had more effect? The one where your head got snapped back or the 5 or 6 jabs that connected? Oh, the one where your head got snapped back. So you know what? You're winning the round just because of that. And that's just how some judges are, unfortunately.
Man, who they talking about the brother Bruce Goals, man?
I don't know, man. I see this shit. What the hell going on, man?
Man, you gotta leave my brother Bruce alone, man. Don't leave him alone, bro. But like you were saying, Brandon, you're right though. Like when he was taking steps back, the judges see Canelo. Long as like any Mexican fighter, if they take a step forward and you move in a backward motion, it's already in his favor. Just for the fact of that, because moving forward, because they always say he kept coming forward. His whole face could look like Swiss cheese, But as long as he keeps stepping forward and all that damage is bleeding and dripping, they're gonna say he's the aggressor. He's coming forward. But it's like now they ignore the boxing science where you might be good off your back foot. That might be where you're comfortable. That might be where you want him to come. So you have him come in so you can do your thing. They discredit that. Now, if you're doing that, you're fighting on the back foot, you're on the defense because he's being the aggressor. So he gets automatic credit for that. And that's wrong. That's not right in every case. A lot of times that's strategic. I mean, look what Caleb was doing. When Caleb got him up there and he didn't with that shoulder roll like that, Canelo knew that right hand was coming, but he couldn't get out the way of that motherfucker every time because he had to step in. And when he stepped in, here it came. It was tailor-made for that, but he couldn't do nothing but do that because he had to in order to engage the fight. Now, that's credit to Caleb Plant because that's the way you want to set your guy up. You want to make him do something that you can take advantage of, because that's the last final clean shot that's going to be landed. Woo, 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 bop, and then you're going to be out of there. So, it's crazy, man.
I sent the link to you, Ricky, if you want to jump in.
Ricky Williams in the building.
Yeah, man. That man, listen. I thought we had one, man. I thought Caleb Plant was the one. But like I say, and we always say, you got to box a perfect 12 rounds to beat this guy Canelo.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get the win. What your goal as a fighter must be is to get credit from the boxing community because the judges is already bought and paid for. As long as he's standing, he's the winner. But the interesting thing about it is, to me, in my opinion, and I know they're a little bit off and people looking at him a little ways about the thing, the ones that could really do something to him is Jamal Charlo. And that's because of the jab. If he popped that jab in there right, he's able to really, catch it. But see, now here's where it comes different because Caleb, Canelo can move, got a little decent head movement now he developed since fighting Floyd. So he's got a little better at that. So you got to be accurate more often. You can't throw them bad boy miss and let him get inside of you and then catch you with the Mike Tyson left hook. You know what I'm saying? So, but the guy has a shot because of the power of his jab. Canelo's not going to be able to just walk through that jab. And if you land enough of them and you start to do damage, close an eye, make a cut, something like that, he's going to be hesitant about moving forward. Just like he was with Caleb, but he was only that way with Caleb because Caleb's speed and his movement was confusing him and made him hesitant. It wasn't that he was like, oh, I'm all in awe of the power. That wasn't the thing. But it's two different ways you can accomplish the same thing. Whereas if Jamal catch him with that fucking jab, flush, that's not going to be a good thing. And he ain't going to take too many of them. So as far as I'm concerned, he has a better shot than David Benavidez because David Benavidez is going to hit you with combinations, which is going to open itself up to get hit with a counter. So to me, that would be the guy that had the better shot to actually knock Canelo out. As I see it right now, but we'll see how it goes in the future. Because, them last two fights him and his brother had, make you think a little bit. They got to go in there more serious, man, and with that killer instinct and just be like, hell with it, man. I'm gonna lay it on the line. If Jamel had did that with old boy Castano, he'd have been undisputed. But he went out there, he had an opportunity that black fighters have a hard time getting in. Well, I'm not gonna say it's a lot of them that's been undisputed, but nowadays, when you got guys like Canelo, you had the opportunity to outshine Canelo for a minute. Got the guy in the ring, had everything set up. All he had to do was perform. And then people would have had to put his name up there, saying, oh, wow, you got to put him in the pound for pound now. They try not to do that. All you had to do was finish that. Every time you hit this guy with a solid shot, his silence was everywhere all over the damn ring. So, but people look back at the fight and say, oh, well, man, it was too close. I mean, when you got him rocked and you got him in trouble, keep his ass there. That's all he got to do. I don't understand it. I couldn't understand why he would have him in trouble and back off him. I don't know, but you got to go in there and you got to put in work, man, and just stay on his ass. And what if you go in there and discover that you're stronger than Canelo physically? You're already a little taller, you're bigger. You get inside, you can back him up, put his back up against the ropes. I see how Canelo like that. That's another way somebody's got to try him at some point. But maybe a guy like David Benavidez could try something like that. He's a little bit bigger than these other guys.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like before, I really want to see Charlo fight Canelo, but before Charlo fight Canelo, I want him to take a fight at 168 first. I like to have him take a fight at 160. Me personally, I would just go on and use David Benavidez to fight Canelo first, and maybe take a little bit off of what David Benavidez would do to him too. Which I think David Benavidez could beat Canelo because, like you were saying, the reach, he got a jab, his punches are way harder. The thing about Caleb Plant too, man. Caleb Plant's punches ain't have no snap, no oomph to it at all. So it never put any type of fear into Canelo. And in the later rounds, like the good brother God Body Sports said, after the 4th round, he stopped sticking to the script of Caleb Plant. And it was just like the fight is just like lightweight over with now. Because if you're not keeping Canelo, putting any fear into him and keeping him off your ass, it was just like, and the crazy thing was like he dog walked Caleb Plant, bro. The 9th, 10th, 11th round, he didn't cut the ring off on him. He just straight dog walked him. Let me see some of these comments. Number 1 isn't beating Canelo on the scorecard, especially with his last pay-per-view being 800,000. I don't think seeing anyone knocking him out anytime. I believe David Benavidez can put him out. David Benavidez hit hard enough. David Benavidez got that awkward style of boxing to where you don't really hit him. He don't really get hit too much either. The only thing I fear about Benavidez fighting Canelo is the later rounds, because I believe Canelo's still on something. And if you watch the Caleb Plant fight, he never got tired. He never got winded. His energy, he kept elevating. So my thing is this. In the later rounds with Caleb Plant, with David Benavidez and Canelo, would the body shot start affecting him in the later rounds to where David Benavidez will start making actions that he wouldn't normally do? You feel what I'm saying? That's the only thing, because Canelo hitting Benavidez to the head, like, no, because he got that George Foreman style. He got that George Foreman style with the block. But it'd be my thing is, can Benavidez keep taking the motherfucking body punches, bro, that Canelo be start ripping come the 8th, 9th, 10th round? That's my thing.
That's the thing about David Benavidez. If he's able to put Canelo on his back foot, that changes the whole perception of the fight.
True that.
Canelo ass is in trouble at that time. Number 1 thing with Canelo is you don't want him to set his feet. You don't want him to have a solid base. You don't want him to be able to get him to generate all his power. Look at him in them tapes. He's fat as hell, and he whap, and he got to be that way to get that. You make him move, be on his toes, be in the movement, and have to punch in transition, you got him. You taking off of what he got. And plus, you're going to make him, he's going to reach. You know, you can make him throw a punch. You know, just like with the shoulder roll, you sitting there like that, he tee it off, you shoot roll, come back with your right. And he was right there every day. Boom, boom. He was catching them flush every time. I don't know. It just that's why I'm saying.
The good brother Logic say he's not sure Canelo power is there at the middleweight. Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but his last 5 fights, everybody quit on him besides Caleb Plant. And when he fought his sparring partner and that knockout, that wasn't a real knockout. Sparring partner, he wanted to still fight. His corner stopped the fight.
I tell you one thing, I bet you Canelo's face would look like Derenchenko's face. Win or lose. Because them jabs they're going to mount up. It might not be one punch knockout jab with him, but if he catch him with them solid jabs, he's not going to walk out there unscathed. And have we ever seen Canelo get swole up or bust up like that? Not yet. How will he respond if he does? You know, those are questions still yet to be answered about this guy. He just walked through the land of cherries. And then he just got past Caleb Plant. But before that, he walked through the land of cherries and he got this undisputed, and he got all this clout that was given to him. Bloom, he set it down. Okay, awesome. Still got these guys that's been chasing you for 5 years that you haven't fought yet. You know, it's reason.
Troy Graham, not to cut you out, Troy Graham said he don't believe David Benavidez got the discipline to beat Canelo. Wow.
Okay. Well, I can see him saying it because of that, but when they get in the ring, that guy, he gonna fight you. He gonna fight you. I don't know. He got this, but see, when he says discipline, but the thing is, his style itself can be a attribute or it could be a detriment to himself because when he start opening up with them combinations, depending on the positioning of Canelo at the time, and if he got that flat base and he's able to counter him in the middle of that, I mean, just like we saw Devin Haney get caught with Lipinets, Lipinets threw a whole bunch of punches and just landed that one at the right time, and bing, you know what I'm saying? It only take one good shot. And if he hit you one of them good left hooks, man, I mean, it's going to be effective. So that's the gamble that you got,
I think if you're going to beat Canelo, you're not going to beat Canelo at this point at 168 where he's not cutting weight as much. I mean, he's probably coming into the fight 180. So we're talking about a small cruiserweight at 5'8", fighting guys who might be a little bit bigger than he is weight-wise. So if you're going to beat Canelo, you got to do what kind of like what George Foreman did back when he came out of retirement and was fighting in the 90s, where if you're going to be bigger than him, you got to push him. You got to push his head down. You got to push him back. You got to lean on him. You have to actually make your size and your power work for you. You're not going to beat Canelo by trying to do what Floyd did when they fought at 150, because this is not a 160-pound Canelo. This is a 180-pound Canelo. So you're fighting a bigger, larger, stronger Canelo. So if you're going to beat him, don't try to copy Floyd. Copy what George Foreman did against guys like Joe Frazier, what he did against Evander Holyfield when they fought. Make him feel your power. Make him respect your power. Make him know that you're not going to run. The one thing Triple G did perfect that first fight when he fought Canelo, if you notice, you didn't see Triple G backing up barely at all when he fought Canelo. He was like, look, you may knock me out, but I'm not going to back up from you and just give you what you want. And that is what Caleb Plant did wrong. Got to round 5 or 4 with Canelo. That was what Saunders did bad. Was he was so afraid of Canelo's power, he ended up getting hit by the power. And you can't fight Canelo like that. You cannot fight. If you cannot adjust and make him have to figure out a new game plan in the fight, you're not beating Canelo.
Yeah, but Caleb Plant was so comfortable in there. There was no reason for him to change up. I'm still trying to figure out what was it? What made him all of a sudden say, I'm not going to do what's been working perfectly all this time, and then I'm just going to change up now and open up some deficiency so he can take advantage of me. I couldn't understand it.
Well, think about it like this, right? You're 30-year-old. You're a 30-year-old IBF champion who's really on your television for your third time. You're not a well-known fighter. You're boxing. You're getting your respect. People thought you were going to get knocked out by round 3. Round 6, you've done everything that people thought you weren't going to do. So now if you do get knocked out, you get knocked out, but you have respect because no one thought you would last this long. And you get knocked out with $13 million in your bank account the next day. So it makes sense for a fighter to say, you know what? I'm going to stay in the ring here, but it's okay because I've done more than people expected me to. Like if we watch basketball or football, like I'm in here in Houston. The Houston Texans are 1-8, right? They might finish 4-13 or something, right? Next year, if they win 6 games, people in Houston are going to feel better because no one expects Houston to win 6 games. Same thing with Caleb Plant. No one thought he was going to go 11 rounds. So the fact that he went 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and he was still in there, his desire to probably continue to put forth the effort probably wasn't there anymore.
Yeah. But the thing is, what has been confirmed and exposed about Canelo is that certain style can lead to a fighter outboxing him, but will you get credit for it? It's the other question. But you can, like I say, you're basically fighting for the respect in the boxing circles because you're not going to get it from the judges or nothing like that because he's already 4 rounds ahead of you. I mean, it was some of them judges that had Caleb Plant only winning 2 rounds. 2 rounds, man. I mean, it is what it is. But I had to say, when he went out there and he was doing his thing, man, he looked real good at it, man, and he was comfortable, and Canelo wasn't. And that's where you want to see Canelo sitting at. He was jittery. He was basically following his lead, basically. you know. And like I said, they always give them credit as the aggressor, but all that is part of the plan. You want him to do certain things for you to take advantage of them, to put him in certain situations, which is boxing. That's the sweet science. You want to get him in position to get caught with something that you plan on hitting him with.
Exactly,
And,
like you said, it was a slow burn, and he wasn't trying to kill him
yeah.
the first 2 rounds. He's like, I'm gonna get you there eventually, and eventually you're gonna bend over to your right, and I'm gonna hit you with a left.
Yeah, Canelo was able to get that there. I just didn't see it set up. I didn't see it. I can't really credit him for being able to force him into that. I think that was a thing where this guy just said, "I'm not doing it no more," and just stood there and opened himself up for it. Because I couldn't. I mean, that was perfect defense. I mean, everything was just set up just right. It was. I mean, he had Canelo where he wanted him, and all of a sudden he just said, "No, I'm gonna open it up now." I don't know. That's the part that confuses me. But other than that, man, I mean, you got to give the man his credit. But I still would have liked to seen him fight certain fighters, man. And that's my only gripe on him on that. He got undisputed, oh well. But we'll see what happens now, man. But I mean, he's running out of guys to fight. He's going to have to get in there and get some of these guys that major boxing groups of fans have been, pandering for years. I mean, you got to appease that at some point. I mean, that's where the big money fights is going to lay. Everybody's talking about the big gate that they got from this fight and everything, and how it did with that Floyd, Wilder and Fury, whatever. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I mean, it was an undisputed fight. That by itself is going to sell you more than anything. It sure helped Bud Crawford out when he fought in Ngannou. Nobody knew near one of them, but the fight did okay as far as what they had done before. It generated more interest, but by him being who he is too, and it didn't hurt. His fan base was going to be up in a tizzy because they wanted to see him make history. So that was good too. Then you had him on PBC, so there's another group of boxing fans that are loyal to the PBC was tuning in too. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy to see boxing do well and the numbers go up. So I'm not upset about that at all. And it was a good fight. It just the ending there I just thought was a little off to me. I'm not trying to say same as Kovalev, but it made me feel Kovalev vibes. It did.
Oh, good brother. AK was just in the building. Troy Graham said Canelo can move up to 175 and fight for those belts. That's what he gonna do.
You think so?
I believe so.
Go up there?
I mean, because I really don't see him. I don't see him really want to fight Benavidez. He already said he didn't want to fight him, and I believe technically David Benavidez is the #1 contender for the WBC belt at 168.
Well, yeah, he's a former champion. Remember, he lost his belt because he came in too heavy. So he's technically the former WBC champion that was stripped, and Canelo became the champion when he fought Caleb Smith for the vacant title and the WBA title, I believe. But David Benavidez is the #1 contender because out of all the people you can name, he's actually a legitimate 168 contender, former champion. Yeah. However you might want to put it. Where everybody else is either 175 or 160, he actually is like the person that had the most legit reason to get a shot at Canelo for 168.
Facts, man. You got the brother Ricky Williams and AKA the Apostle in the building.
What's up with y'all, man? What's happening?
What's good? What's good, Ricky?
Peace to the gods. How y'all doing, man? What's going on?
All right.
Long time no here, my niggas. What's going on?
Man, yeah, it's been a minute, bro. Been a minute.
Man. Yeah, man. Like, shout out to Canelo Alvarez, man. I gotta get a man his props. He got it done. You know what I'm saying? But this my whole problem with the shit, bro. Look, what's the point? What's the point if we gonna keep it honest, right? Look, man. For anybody to say that Caleb didn't win more than 2 rounds, you don't know what the fuck you watching, bro. Right? And my point is this: Canelo got it done, bro. He got it done. My take on the fight was I had Caleb stopping him in 11 because you got to knock Canelo out to win, right? You got to knock him out, and this is what I've been saying the whole time, bro. Like, what's the point of fighting for legacy or trying to be legit in the game, bro, when you can't fight your fight as a fighter? right? Against Canelo, you can't fight your fight, bro. If you already down on the card 6-0 and the bell ain't even rung, bro, what's the fucking point, bro?
Right. Hey, right.
That's the honest. Like, everybody keep giving Canelo this superstar status, bro, when y'all know the game is rigged, bro. Right? The one weakness he had, which was his stamina, now the fucking clenbuterol and shit is built into his system and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's battery pack. He don't even get tired no more, bro. How is it that you got tired at 147 and 154? Now you don't get tired at 168
at all?
Hey,
but they,
yes, keep preaching, keep
Right.
preaching, man.
but y'all want to keep giving this guy superstar status when y'all know he got the deck. When y'all know that he got the deck stacked against everybody. To tell the truth. Oh, he ain't set up shit with no body shots, bro. To be honest with you, bro. Caleb Plant. My only problem with Caleb Plant was this, bro. You could fight a perfect fight, bro, but if you switch off for a second with Canelo, it could be over. If you switched off for a second, it could be over. And that's what happened. He misjudged the hook. Everybody kept talking about the shoulder roll wasn't working. It worked for 11 rounds. Yeah, it's funny how y'all wasn't counting how Caleb was catching him with the catch and shoot on the right hands for every round up to the end.
Yep.
Right? I don't care to see Canelo anymore. I don't care to see him, bro. It's predetermined. Call in for your free reading. He's gonna win if you don't stop him, bro. And this is what y'all want to take as legit boxing. He's the face of boxing. He's this and that, bro. What's the point of it when it's already rigged against you, God?
Facts.
What's the point when, like, it doesn't matter, bro? Canelo could have not threw a punch, which he really didn't do for the first 5 rounds, and he still won them rounds.
Facts.
Because he coming forward, bro. No, coming forward does not win a fight, bro. But what
You a bitch, bro.
What
You-
do I know?
Man.
But what do I know? Give Canelo credit for the knockout, but he didn't outbox Caleb. He didn't out hustle Caleb. He caught him in the 11th round.
Yeah.
That's what happened, bro. But before the fight, like I said, this was crazy. Before the fight, everybody was saying, "Oh, Caleb gonna get walked through. He worse than Billy Joe Saunders."
That's what they said.
Everybody was saying, "Oh, before the fight even happened, Caleb, he already lost because he was down 4 rounds." This is what y'all said. But then y'all want to give this man over credit for supposedly beating a bum.
Well, hold on. Let's bring that back. The people who said that he was going to walk through Caleb Plant, were these professional boxers or trainers or just people who call themselves boxing fans?
It's not, and I'm not talking, I can't talk about everybody, bro, because we had some of our favorite trainers and fighters saying that Caleb could win the fight, and he possibly could win the fight, but you got to stop him. And again, if it's to the point where no matter what Canelo do, if you don't knock him out, he don't win, then what's the point of watching it?
Well, it's the same thing it gets to when it got to with Floyd. At a certain point, people watch to see if there's going to be an upset. They know what's going to happen. Like, I mean, I don't think I've ever watched a Floyd Mayweather fight where I thought Floyd was going to lose, but he made tons of money because people tuned in to see if possibly it could happen.
And you're right, God. But no matter what, look, let's be honest about the situation, bro. No matter what, Floyd came and showed and proved his greatness, bro. He showed separation. What separation did Canelo show you but the knockout?
Well, I think the thing is with Canelo, I think the thing is with Floyd, let's say, what, for example.
I'm sorry, Brandon. Can you answer my question first?
Okay, what was your question again? I'm sorry.
My question was, no matter what, bro, even though everybody felt, we as Floyd fans, like, you know, we had the detractors that was like, oh, Floyd gonna get beat this fight. That was the situation every time he fought, bro. My question is this: even in those situations where we felt that Floyd was gonna win, he came and showed his dominance. What dominance did Canelo show in this fight until the 11th round?
Well, I don't think Canelo showed any dominance. Canelo said he just wanted the belt. He wanted to unify. He wasn't there to try to say, I want to show how good I am or how great I am. Because he's like, look, I want the belt. Now, if I win by knockout, if I win by decision, if I become undisputed, that's my goal.
That's
So I
not.
think it's a little bit different on kind of what, like even with Floyd. Floyd got to a point where he didn't really care about showing his dominance because he said, "Look, if I'm going to make $35 million, I will fight the Madonnas, I will fight the Bertos, I'll fight the old Shane Mosleys because I'm going to beat them. But you're paying me how much money to fight them? I say no to an easy paycheck."
This is not what I'm saying. This is what's wrong with people, period. Everybody, y'all don't think about the back end of what's going on, bro. What I'm saying is this, bro. As far as the Canelo hype, the mystique around Canelo, bro, right? How people are judging this fight against Caleb Plant is SF. Canelo dominated the entire fight when he did not.
You got a do-rag on your head, nigga. You got a do-rag on your head, you black ass.
Bum out of here, man. What are you talking about, man?
Who is that?
Who knows, man?
You got trollers, man.
Hey, basement man, you done made it, bro. Hey, the trolls coming, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
be careful with that. You remember what
coming.
happened on my old show, right?
What the hell? I'm like, okay.
Ricky, okay, go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, go ahead, Ricky. You were saying something, and then you got interrupted. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's this, bro. And if I could break it down and make this simple, from my opinion, it might change your life or it might not, bro. Right? But this is what I'm saying when it comes to Canelo, bro. This is what I'm saying. It's not that I never said Canelo's not a good fighter. Basement, no. Blacks, y'all already know. These my people. They already know, bro. I gave them all credit due, bro. But like I said, this is the thing about Canelo, bro. What's the point of being a fighter coming up from the bottom, right? What's the point of going in this gym every night, bro? Right? Every day, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, honing your skills to get in there with Canelo, bro. When no matter what, if you don't stop him, bro, you not gonna win. Right? We can't keep asking these fighters to fight for legacy, bro, when legacy don't matter. Right? You fighting Canelo for a paycheck. That's it. Because if you don't stop him, you're not winning. The game is rigged from the get-go, bro.
I've gotta step in here, man, because I'm confused. I mean, who did he fight that was outboxing him, Ricky? Because also, right, I want to ask you about your comment. You said that you said that it was given to him.
Yeah, what was given
you said it was given to him. What was given to him, Ricky?
Verified.
As far as Canelo.
Because I just said it. I ain't say nothing, but yeah, I said that. What I said was that everybody before the fight said Canelo won 4 rounds before he even got in the ring.
Okay, but he stopped his last couple of fighters. So what does that have to do with you have to knock him out if he's the one stopping the fighters?
I'm talking about the last fighters, Troy. I'm talking about the fight we saw a weekend ago.
And he stopped him.
And ain't that what I said?
No, you were talking about the game is rigged for Canelo. That's what I want you to break down.
The game is
That's
rigged
what I want you to
for
break
Canelo.
down. Okay, well, go ahead and break that down. How it's rigged for Canelo? Because I see a man that look. I see a man that in 11 months fought 4 times and he earned it. Why don't you explain how it's rigged for him?
Ready? Let's break it down. One, right? How is it that the WBC give Canelo a waiver, or they raise the level of clenbuterol so that the portion that he got caught when his blood system is now the accepted level? You know what that mean, right? That mean no matter what, he can use the clenbuterol.
No, I don't.
And then as long as it's under the levels that's achieved or accepted by the WBC, he's okay, right?
When did that stuff happen with that so-called tainted meat, Ricky Williams? Did it happen in 21?
It doesn't
Did it
matter.
happen in 2020? Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because you brought it up. When did it happen? Did it happen in 2021?
Did it happen or not?
Did it happen in 2021, Ricky? How about 2020?
Still in effect though, bro.
So you still not listening?
How about 2019?
Again, answer the question, bro. So this means
You answered my question, Ricky. When did the stuff with the tainted meat happen? Did it happen in 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018? When did it happen?
It could have happened in 1991, Troy. It doesn't matter. The level
It does matter. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
Because
He
y'all
wasn't dirty.
y'all always coming up with this side eye shit, bro. The truth of the matter is that
Was he dirty in the fight, Ricky Williams? Yes or no? Was he tested before and after the fight, and did he come up dirty?
doesn't matter
Of
if he
course it matters, because what you're saying is that he was dirty. So of course it matters.
Come
We
on, bro.
saying
They
we saying
raised the
this
levels,
is
man.
this is a
You
known
Okay,
understand?
so you trying to-
guys, hold on.
Troy,
There's a
Troy.
difference. There's a difference in the
I don't hear no
WBC
proof, man. I just hear
and the
somebody
commission.
saying that
Well,
somebody
well,
was dirty, but I don't hear no proof.
It's already there.
Troy,
Y'all don't listen, bro.
Troy, here's the thing. The WBC and the commission are different. So the WBC can rule on something, and the commission can still say no because every state commission is independent of a sanctioning body. Now, as far as it goes to whatever drug test, I don't know of anything. I know as far as it goes with VADA, UVADA, and the commission, they have their own standards, which, hey, it's up to the commission at the end of it.
And he passed, correct?
As far as I know, he has passed. Now, the point I will make, though, is
this
that
is a pointless conversation.
boxing, well, no, here's the thing. If you are the moneymaker, you get special privilege. Any sport, anything like that, if you're the moneymaker, if you're the superstar, you get special privileges that the bench warmers or second strings won't get. You know, Michael Jordan, LeBron James can do things in NBA.
All of that. But
other
tell me
guys
this.
can't.
Okay, tell me this before you go on your long, your long soliloquy. When did they make this standard? Did they make it before the plant fight? Did they change the standard before the plant
When you
fight?
say standard, what do you mean by standard?
The whole year, it was already in effect.
This stuff Ricky Williams is talking about. When did they change the standard before the
You
plant
talking about
fight?
the Clenbuterol? The Clenbuterol
Yes,
standard?
that's what brought us here today.
Okay.
Yeah.
That changed about 2 years ago, I want to say.
2
where
years
they
ago,
said,
okay.
About
fine.
2 years ago.
Which
they
has
said
no
that they would have-
bearing on the fight.
Troy,
Which has no bearing on the plant.
Troy,
Well, hold on,
Still in
Troy.
effect. It does have a bearing.
Troy.
It's still in effect. That means every fight that he's fought since that time, he's
fight.
had that advantage.
What Troy? Here's the thing.
Oh,
Here's
Yeah, how do you
American
open your
fighter
mouth
can't
and
get
say
that
that without
way.
proof? How do you open
Troy,
your mouth and say that without proof?
Troy.
That's what I'm
Troy.
saying.
But Troy, I'll answer your question. Troy, if you give me 30 seconds, I'll answer your question. The thing is this: they can raise the standard of clenbuterol when it comes to 1-to-1, 2-to-2. They can raise that standard. They raised the standard. Now that doesn't mean that Canelo isn't taking something. That just means that what they're going to look at as seeing that you failed is a higher standard now. It requires a little bit more. Because what you start to have happen with Mexican fighters and fighters international,
that another fighter doesn't get. So he has an advantage over a guy who has none.
Now,
here's
the thing, though.
Okay, hear me out.
He still has
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hold on.
Hear me out real quick. Is that standard for him only, or is it for
No.
boxing period?
I knew that
It's
was
for boxing
coming. I knew
period,
that was
Troy.
coming.
Okay, what are we having this discussion about then?
The problem, bro.
He has an advantage because he eats the meat. Nobody else does.
It seems like everybody's on the same standard if it was set for everybody in boxing and not just him. So how did he just have an advantage? And how did
Logic, bro.
and you have yet to prove that the man was
Troy,
dirty? That's what I'm trying to get at. You can't prove that he was dirty.
Troy.
Nobody on this panel could
He
prove
was already
prove
tested
that he was
over the
dirty
level
going
that
into
was
any of his
legal
fights.
before. He was tested positive for being over the level of the legal limit that it was before. Instead of them punishing him, they raised the limit.
It's
It was already-
2021.
so this is a higher
It's
concentration than he had.
2021. Was he dirty in the planned fight? Was he dirty on the fight before that? Please,
Okay,
y'all.
Troy.
That's that little mind
Troy,
game
hold
that you
on,
want to play because they say it's legal now, but they raised the level for
I'm
him.
trying to get y'all to quote some facts instead of going
You
on
won't let
feelings
no
and hearsay.
bro. Let him talk, Troy.
Give me 1 second, Troy. Here's the thing you got to realize, Troy. The second you become someone that fails a drug test, you do not get past that. You can pass 10 tests after that. The fact that you failed it once is enough for everybody to say, look, you have cheated. James Toney has failed 2 drug tests and will probably not get in the Hall of Fame because he failed 2 drug tests. Now, regardless if he was a cheat his whole career and failed or passed, if it happens once is enough. Like Mike Tyson is a convicted rapist. 30 years from now, Mike Tyson will be a convicted rapist. 40 years from now, Mike Tyson will be a convicted rapist. If it happens once and you get popped for it once, that's all that matters. Antonio Margarito will forever be criticized for cheating with loaded gloves.
Fuck up, man.
It is what it is. If you get caught cheating once, there's nothing that you can do that's going to redeem yourself because we know that it happened to you once.
Yeah, this guy.
And yes, he passed his drug test. He
He's
passed the
fighting
drug
with an
test.
advantage moving forward that nobody else has because the Mexican meat, right? That's tainted. He gets from
You
Mexico.
talking about matter of fact terms in present day, so you can prove. I get nonsense standards that you're
Bro,
talking about
come on,
because
man.
you're talking to
Mexican
an
meat.
ex-felon. Well, no.
If you in
I'm
America, do
sorry.
you
You
get
know, that's
Mexican
what
meat?
they.
If you
Give
in
me
the
this.
States,
Give
can
me
you get
some
Legally, as
Mexican
an
meat?
Jameson
ex-felon,
If
some
you in
I have.
America, can you get
I don't
Mexican
call
meat?
myself an
You can't.
ex-felon, but that's what.
You can't.
If you look me up, it'll say I ain't no damn
Well,
felon.
Troy.
Something
Troy, and that's a good point, Troy. That's a very good point. I used to work with Project Rio, which was a reintegration for ex-offenders, and I used to always tell the guys who got out of jail, don't call yourself a felon because you committed a felony.
I call myself a felon going in.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You are I'm assuming you're an American. Now, maybe you made a mistake and got convicted of a felony, but a felon is someone who's like saying that you're a psychopath or a sociopath. You can't be redeemed. Meaning that, look, I am a felon. Meaning tomorrow I'm going to commit more felonies. I cannot turn it around.
I can be redeemed.
It's a difference in how you use the term. So I used to tell all my guys all the time that, look, you got convicted of a crime, you got convicted of a felony. Never refer yourself as a felon, because if you refer yourself as a felon, it's who you are as a person now. And that may not always be true. And in the case of Canelo, hey, I'm not saying that he's a cheater, but you got caught cheating once.
I got a question. Hello, can y'all hear me?
Okay, the
We
pop.
hear you.
What's up,
Let's
bro?
go. What's good?
Hey, Troy, I wasn't even gonna go this route, but let's just look at something else. He did get caught before, but it's a guy in the same camp as him just 2 months ago got caught for the exact same thing with the same trainer, and they let him fight Valdez.
Mhm.
It's the same trainer, same camp, same gym. He got caught with the same thing. It's a track record here, bro. Regardless if you want to not believe it, say it was this long ago, it's a track record with this crew. You know what I mean? It's a track record with this particular thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the bottom line, regardless of how you want to say it. It's a track record there.
And the sanctioning body
TS
that
boxing.
endorses it by raising it to, I mean, he's coming into fights with access to something that other people don't have. So
No,
it's not an even playing field.
And this the thing before, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they like to keep interrupting people when they talk. The thing is this, bro, no matter what nobody say, God. So let's say it's this, right? Let's say you at work, right? And they say, okay, you can't come to work. You can't come to work, right? Please mute yourself, bro, so I can finish my thought, and then you can say whatever you want to say, bro.
I got
Right.
you. I got
This is what I'm saying, bro. So let's say they say, okay, you can't come to work drunk. Okay, what's the level here at Minnesota? It's 0.8, right? And then say the president comes in and he's drunk one day and he has a 0.10 level, right? Oh, because you the president and also a client, right? Let's just raise it to 0.10, right? So that means no matter what, bro, he can be drunk up to 0.010, even though the level for what used to be 0.8. Now, Troy's right. Everybody has that advantage, bro. But why do we need to basically say, okay, if you want to cheat, you can cheat this much? Right? And then we have people like Troy say, okay, since this the level for everybody, why don't everybody do it? Is that the attitude we want to have?
Yeah, let's raise the level on the alcohol test when you get pulled over on the side of the road.
But listen to this. just like AK just pointed out, had a guy that was in the same camp with Canelo tested positive, and they allowed him to fight. Right now, look at tonight.
Yeah.
Look at tonight. The guy Benavidez was supposed to fight. He tested positive, but they ain't let him fight.
Not, man. And I not listen. You live in a
Borgin, bro. You Borgin.
I don't believe that the cat that popped dirty should have been able to fight. That whole thing was
Your connection bad, brother.
Troy, bad
okay,
connection,
good.
Troy.
Okay, good. Hold on,
bad connection.
Man, you was coming in at the end though.
Logic said, what did he say? Mexican soccer team tested positive for clenbuterol, as have other athletes in Mexico from meat.
Or stop eating
that shit.
Right.
Stop eating it.
Fuck it.
But hold on. And this is the thing. A guy, Canelo Alvarez's nature, the money that he has, He can have his meat flew in from where the fuck he,
Exactly.
if he decide to go eat dinner in Italy, he can have his meat flew in from Canada, wherever the fuck he wanted.
And boxing, basement boxing. Let's tell the truth, bro. That motherfucker got a house in California. Get the fuck out of here, bro. He in America.
Eat Mexican meat,
bro. Always making excuses for these people, man. It don't change what happened, bro. It don't change what's happening. That's what's wrong with y'all, bro. Like I said, y'all always want to get these people because they're y'all favorite fighter a way out, bro. Excuse him, Bud, all these other people, bro. Right? It's just funny how y'all want to blast past this shit with Canelo win, but when y'all thought David Benavidez came in heavy the other day, Twitter was roasting his ass. Yep. Even though the contracted rate was for 169. Y'all always trying to get these people excuse. Bud talking about, oh, I don't want to fight Spence no more. Then everybody want to get out on a limb. Oh, what? Maybe he frustrated. Maybe he's tired of hearing about Spence and all this other shit. No, bro, hold all fighters to account, bro.
Why should he fight Spence? He tried already and tried. You know, what's the point of
Troy? Shut up, man.
What's the point of chasing a dead dog? What's the point of chasing
I agree
a
with
dead
you,
dog?
Troy. I agree with you.
Troy,
I mean, I do agree with you. That was like one of the dumbest negotiations I've ever seen two guys have, because it was no negotiation. It was basically all social media talk and hype. I don't think either one of them wanted to fight each other. I think it was something that fans talked about, and they said, well, maybe we can do it, but they never sat down and tried to make it happen.
Cut the nonsense, man. Bob Arum put the brakes on that fight from day one.
Bob Arum didn't put the brakes on the fight.
Okay, and why would he do that?
Yes, he did.
Why would he do that?
Like,
why would he do that?
How did he do it?
Let's
ask a question.
Yes, he
Let's ask a
did.
question. What did Bob Arum do?
What fight are y'all talking about now?
Well, no, we're talking about the Crawford Spence, and he was saying that Bob Arum put a stop to that. So
Bob Arum did put a stop on it, bro.
Why would he do that? Why?
Well, no, well, Troy, let's ask, what did he do? Like, he said he put a stop to that. Like, what did he do?
I'm not going to sit here and defend Bob Arum. I simply want you to answer your own question. You said the man put a stop on the fight. Why would he do that? Why?
Listen, bro. Listen. Here's the situation for everybody that don't know. He had several chances to make the Spence fight before Spence even got to Sean, before Spence even got to Lamont Peterson. He had opportunities to make the fight then. And the same thing he said about Teofimo and Devin Haney. He said Errol Spence's name is not big enough for Terrence Crawford at that time. He said it on live TV. So Spence said, okay, I'm going to go about the business and make my name bigger. So now when we come back to the table, you got to come at me correct. Bob kept shenanigans, dancing around and using Spence's name to spread the name out, but he never would put pen to paper or pick up the phone to make the fight happen. And Al wasn't going to sit around and wait for Bob to make up his mind. Those are the actual facts.
I can say some actual facts. I got to clean up my side of the street, and he got to get a belt. Those are the words that Spence.
Don't matter what he said. Don't matter what Spence said.
Hold up.
And now it don't matter what Spence said. The fact is that this fight. Listen, hold on now. The fact is that this fight with Spence never gonna happen. Never's gonna happen. And if you look at the history of the PBC, they don't make these type of look. Joshua Wilder, never happened. Spence Crawford, never happened. Russell and Santa Cruz, never happened. Tevin Farmer and Tank, never happened. Taylor and Tank, never happened. T.O. and Tank will never happen. They just don't do that. I don't know why. But they don't make these type of fights.
Troy, I will agree with you on that. I don't think the fight was ever going to happen, but I don't think it was because of Bob Arum. I think both guys just didn't want to fight each other. They were like, for what?
Absolutely not. Fight. Listen to me. Spence.
Y'all slow as hell.
Spence don't stay in shape. Crawford does not stay in shape.
That's a good point. What's the name? They say the same thing. I will give you that.
Crawford stays in shape, and that's why he hasn't fought him. Every fighter knows. Every fighter knows who he's dealing with before they get in that ring because they do their research. They send their spies out. Spence was at the last fight drunk. So Crawford stays in shape.
What that got to do with anything?
Discipline. The same thing that started this whole conversation with David Benavidez. Discipline.
But why? But again, so let me make my point, right? So again, like I said, y'all want to hold fighters to a different standard, bro. It doesn't matter. We all want to see the fight, right? right? So you gonna sit up there and say, okay, Arrow's drinking, right? Arrow said side of the street and no belts. Okay, but Arrow the one still the one saying let's make this fight, but y'all boy the one who's saying it's not. Crawford is the one who's saying a fight.
When did he say he still want to fight him? Because the last thing I heard out of his mouth is he wanted to race horses and fight Canelo.
Get off the Clint Brutal bro. That's what I'm
saying. So, when did he say that? When did he say he wants to fight Crawford? When did he say that?
Hey, he just said the other day that he gonna go see who win the fight of Porter Crawford. That he gonna be in the building. But y'all boy just the other
day. Right. I got that, but that does not say he said he wants to fight Crawford. He said he's gonna watch a fight,
bro. So you saying Crawford saying he ain't want to fight then, right? Since we all talking about
you saying Crawford said he don't want to fight.
That's what Crawford said.
Crawford is a man that's not going to stand in place and let grass grow under his feet. He's just going to fight. He's just going to fight. Basically, he ain't got no time to wait for no man that's not going to fight him.
I'm gonna count y'all whole Errol Spence because Crawford's the one who's saying he don't want to fight. Now, if that was Errol saying, "Oh, I want to clean up my side of the street and I want to get all the belts,"
he said he's gonna keep moving because he has a career.
That's
he don't know what.
Whatever, bro.
He don't know what Spence is doing. He don't know what Spence is doing. Next. So basically, he has to keep fighting.
He
has to keep fighting.
Thank you. Next.
The basement. I like this shit.
Next, bro.
Next. Hey, listen. What a great show, man. Thank y'all, man.
Basement.
What's up?
Basement. Everybody know it. When it came to this whole side of the street and everything, I done took up for Bud in every way possible. But the whole notion that all y'all saying that, you know what, do me a favor, because he talked about everything outside the ring, right? Do me a favor, Troy. I just want to hear your announcement. Put him in the ring. They in the ring. Tell me what Earl's scared of.
I would love if they fight.
No. Tell me what he's scared of. What does Crawford bring to the ring?
I never said anybody was scared of anything. I never said any. I never used the word scared.
I don't think
Earl Spence say he don't want to fight him and he won't fight him. I never heard that come out of his mouth.
I never said that.
Well, guys, here's the thing I'll say. Here's the thing I'll say to it, and I got to run. I got my son here. If this was a fight that they both wanted to happen, I would have thought if PBC can give Canelo a $40 million guaranteed, they could have at least made the offer to Top Rank. And Top Rank could have said no, and then we could have said, well, look, they tried to give you $10 million. You said no, so there you go. But this was something where they never sat down and negotiated.
Yes,
and said, okay, guys.
They attempted to negotiate, bro. Again, y'all don't know. Yeah, like I said, we live this stuff. I'll be in
Nobody on this panel knows.
Dude, I live this stuff. How you gonna tell me I don't live this stuff?
God,
this is what I do for a living.
Listen to what I'm saying, God. Errol Spence and the PBC went to talk to ESPN about making the Bud Crawford, make the Bud Crawford Errol Spence fight, and they shut the door in their face, bro.
Why didn't they just go straight to Bob Arum?
Yeah, because I mean, you don't have to go to ESPN. It would have been on PBC.
Earl Spence on camera told Bob Arum, call out.
What y'all talking about, bro?
Call out.
Well, you're saying they went to ESPN. ESPN isn't his manager or promoter. So going to ESPN on a show that's going to be on PBC
and watch this.
Would have been kind of an extra step you didn't need to make.
At the end of the day, who approves the fights for ESPN?
Hold on, Ricky. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on a second, Brandon. Y'all, you forgot when they tried to make this conversation happen that Bob got on TV and said he don't know who Al Heyman is. He think Al Heyman is a fictional character that they all made up. You forgot
what does that have to do with making a fight?
I don't remember hearing that.
I do. But what does that have to do? What does that have to do with making the fight? Bob Arum and Don King has said worse things to each other. They tried to have each other killed. So you know what the hell does that happen? And they still made money together.
That's your question. Why did Devin Haney fight Teofimo Lopez? Why didn't Devin Haney fight Teofimo Lopez then?
Why did it rain last night, but it's not raining today? Get to your point, brother, please.
Because Bob Arum did the same thing to Devin Haney that he did to Earl Spence. When T.O. wanted to say he wanted to fight
night?
No, when T.O.
Get him out of here, bro. Like, Troy, you be on some other world stuff, bro.
Bruh.
Stuff, bro.
Hey.
Bruh. No, hold on.
Really?
Huh?
No, I'm saying I'm talking to this guy Troy. Really?
Like he just be fishing, bro, with no worm, bro.
Really?
I'm saying.
Really, hey,
I
listen,
just
Investigate,
learned
man. I
how to
don't think he
swivel
believes
kick,
that
man.
shit he's saying, man.
this the first time I seen you in the
He
chat,
just
bro. I let
instigates.
you out here, and then you really come on the show to do this, bro?
Yes,
No, let him talk his talk, because that's why. No, what he's saying is what a lot of people be saying.
he does it all the time, bro. Like I said, it's that troll mindset, bro.
I'm not trolling, man. We having a conversation, please, man. We have a different. You and I have never disagreed, Ricky. I can say that something's red. You could say no, it's not. It's blue. Even though the damn thing is red, you'll just disagree with me to disagree.
No,
Keep
I
on talking, whoever's talking. Yes, you do, Ricky.
No, I don't, bro. No, I don't, bro.
AK, finish what you saying, good brother.
No, I'm saying Bob. Everybody want to go through PBC and say it's always PBC, but look at Bob's track record. Like right as soon as Teofimo got out the ring, before he left his press conference, he said he wanted to fight Devin Haney next. His father and Devin Haney's father did a whole of live video interview together, and before they could even start talking about the fight, Bob swooped in and said, "Oh no, Devin Haney name not big enough. Even though he's a world champion, his name not big enough." He said the same thing about Earl Spence. Said the same thing about Earl Spence. Earl Spence went for 8 months without a fight when he beat Carl Brook. He went for 8 months and did not have a fight. If they wanted Earl Spence that bad, they could have fought him before he fought Jeff Horn. They could have fought him before he fought David Benavidez, brother. And both times he told Earl, kick rocks.
He told Crawford to get a
inside of the street.
He told Crawford to get a belt.
Yo,
that's what he said.
That's what Thurman told.
Y'all sit up there and keep saying that because y'all heard it. And even though we heard Bud say twice he don't want the fight, bro, y'all keep trying to say somebody else don't want the fight, bro. Stop.
He got up on the mic podium and said he got to clear up his side of the street,
bro,
before he fight Crawford.
He did say that. And again, Bud is the one who keep saying he don't want the fight. Did Earl say he didn't want to fight?
Why would he say he don't want to fight if the man said he got clean side of the street?
Hey Troy. But the thing you keep skipping over, Earl said all of that after Bob said your name not big enough. After he said we don't know who Al Heyman is.
Y'all see what I mean?
He said that first.
Moving next,
just
bro.
no, cut it out, man. Cut it out because you know what?
Back in Oklahoma,
no, man. That's the MO. That's the MO over there with the PBC. Floyd would say that to Thurman when Thurman was his mandatory, right? Tank actually said the same thing to Farmer, told him to get a belt because he ain't big enough. He got his belt, and he's like, "Oh, nah, I can't fight you." All right? And then you come here. I mean, come on, man.
And he don't want to fight.
That's just the MO over there at the PBC. That's why y'all can't even make fights amongst yourselves.
The MO at top rank. What's the MO at top rank?
I have no friggin' idea. You know, what's the MO in all of boxing right now? Because it seems like it don't seem like nothing getting done. It don't seem like nothing getting done, to be honest with you. Maybe over there, with Dad's Den or whatever they call it, they can get stuff done. And over there, but not over.
Are they though? Why Boo Boo?
Obviously they are. Obviously
why
they
Boo Boo
are.
Andre can't get a fight then? Why Boo Boo Andre can't get a fight then?
Oh, okay. You mean he can't get a fight with a PBC fighter Crawford? Charlo.
No.
Right?
What about Jaime Munguia? What about Canelo? What about Triple G? What about Billy Joe Sanders? What about all of them?
Triple G is retired, ain't he? Who's the last time that Bama fought?
He got a fight coming up,
bro. When's the last time that Bama fought?
He fights in December.
When's the last time Triple G fought?
He fights in December.
Okay, good. Man,
Mr. Fantastic, bro. You stretching it, bro.
Listen to me.
Hey, Troy.
I don't have all the answers, so you can shoot me all the questions in the world. I'll tell you honestly, I don't know. If I sit up here and answer every question, I'll be a freaking liar. Okay?
No. The point we're trying to make to you is this.
There's no point.
If somebody like Boo Boo Andre, who's on the same side of the street where everybody wanted to fight, but except one man, you blame that one side, but not the side.
The same thing happened to Jacobs. Don't you remember? He came up in the boy's face and said, "Okay," and he still couldn't get that fight.
Hey guys, I'm
even
sorry.
though Jacobs fought Triple G, he fought Canelo, but he
guess what though?
What are we talking about?
Hold on.
What are we talking about? I had to leave for a second.
What are we talking about?
I'm just asking, what's the subject? Because I had to leave for a second. My audio didn't work. So what are we on now?
I'm gonna be quiet after this. Can I make one point real quick, Brandon, for Mr. Troy? For those that don't hold on,
go ahead.
Hold on. for those that don't know, right? For those that don't know, the deal that for Jacobs to fight Canelo and Triple G, both of those deals were done with Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman. Al Heyman is still Danny Jacobs' advisor. For those that don't know,
That was my point, actually. So the Charlo fight should have been easy, but notice it never happened.
Salute to Mr. Scott. Hey, Troy. Are you serious?
I'm so done, bro. I'm a cook turkey. I'm done, bro. It ain't like talking to a wall, bro.
Hey, Troy, let me ask you, Troy, where are you from? You don't mind me asking.
Yard man, but I grew up in the Bronx. Go ahead. Why? Don't make no difference.
No, I was just asking you. I was just asking your accent. I figured you probably grew up around some place where boxing is a big sport, like not just some random hole in the wall like place, but some place where boxing is pretty prevalent. Reason why I was asking.
Well, as a teenager, I spent my teen years in Maryland, so I was in the gym with William Jaffe, Sean Bay Mitchell, Keith Holmes, Simon Brown, and a couple other fighters you may name.
Okay,
you may actually know.
So you know, I guess if you the DMV area, so you know about that Headbangers gym in that area.
Yes. I know all about the coach. He's a good brother. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering because your accent. I'm like, okay, he had to be your accent and what you're talking about. You had to be around some place where boxing is prevalent, and I figured you were on the East Coast. So I was just wondering. I was just wondering, brother.
Yeah, man.
Whatever.
So who fights tonight, everybody? I know David Benavidez, but who?
Munguia, and
Rosado. Yeah, please don't watch that fight because that dude is weight drained. He's fighting at 160. What's his name again? You know, Ricky?
Yeah, Gabe Rosado.
Rosado, yeah, Munguia Rosado.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, he look, he can
watch
get
that
payday
fight, man.
though. That's a good payday for him to make 160.
Munguia's going to knock him out because he's weight drained. He's weight drained, man.
Yeah, he will probably get knocked out, but
Hey,
I mean, like I said, it's a good paycheck.
Don't watch it, so make sure y'all watch it.
What would you say, Brandon? That's a good weight for him?
No, I mean it's not a good weight for him because I mean Rosado been fighting at 168 to go down to 160. It's a good payday. I mean he's 35, he'll be 36. He's at the end of his career. That's good retirement money. I mean he's never ducked anybody. That last fight was an upset win. You know, I applaud him for taking a tough fight, getting a good paycheck, and I don't see him winning the fight. And I think this will probably be his retirement fight. Hopefully it is because he's taking enough beating in his career to want to call it a day. I think.
Well, let me give Ricky Williams his props. That was a damn good joke, Ricky. I'm gonna go back on mute now.
No, but if we talked about that fight though, betting wise though, I think Vegas got it too wide, to be honest with you. Munguia, while he's the younger fighter, and like y'all said, honest God truth, he is weight trained, bro. Munguia defense is lacking, bro. I mean, if I was gonna bet on that fight, I would bet for Munguia by KO, but also hedge it with Gabe Rosado by KO, just to be safe. If I was betting.
So you think it's going to be a knockout? It's not going to be a decision type fight tonight.
No, I don't think so. I mean, because we all know Gabe Rosado get hit, right? So we got to see if Munguia got the power. I mean, Gabe Rosado been in there with some heavy hits. It's Triple G, you know what I'm saying? And he made it out still on his feet. But Munguia leaky, bro. Y'all know what I'm saying? He had stints where he's standing right in front of you, throwing too wide of a hook. And we all know Gabe Rosado can throw a heat seeker in there and get him out of there. So I think it's a good bet to make some money on if you're willing to parlay it. You know what I mean?
And the thing is that he could box, though. You know, Munguia could box, but he doesn't. He doesn't make his money boxing for some reason. But he can't box, though.
I think it's a good fight to make some money on. I do. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you believe in Gabe Rosado.
Well, here's the thing. It's nowhere in the world Gabe gonna get a decision. So unless he puts a shutout. So Gabe got to go out there all guns blazing because McGee is the guy that they want to push up. So Gabe got to put him out if he gonna win.
How many warm-up fights, how many push-up fights McGee go get though, bro? God dang. Like,
His career gonna
you
be
know
that.
what I'm saying, bro? Like, he should have been ready.
What's his record, Ricky? What's his record right
I
now?
got you, bro. Give me a second, bro. Give me a second.
I think he's 37-0 or 38-0.
Oh hell no! He should have been stepped up and done something by now. Come on now.
Well, remember, he's #1 contender for both Charlo and Andrade belts. But
Listen,
I mean, I think his issue was more the promotional companies.
they're the
Yeah,
same
It's
company.
him not being ready.
Listen, they moved him from being Boo Boo's mandatory.
Yeah, they pushed him back. I remember that, bro. Yep.
They
pushed
moved him from being Boo Boo's mandatory.
Yeah, they pushed him back. I remember that. Yeah, it's been time for him, man. Like, whatever, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we'll see tonight.
I got some good news for y'all. Y'all had the big heavyweight news?
No, what's up, bro?
No, this is the truth. Fury said he's not going to retire. He's going straight to Dillian White next to get knocked out. So yeah,
By Dylan White. By Dylan White.
Dillian White.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dylan White trash, man.
Dillian White.
Dylan White
Okay.
don't know free
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, Fred gonna beat Dylan White half to death, man.
Man, he gonna beat Dillian White.
I doubt that.
Dylan White.
Hey, whoa, Troy.
Troy is a live one, man. That's all.
Hey, need this, bro.
Hey, bro, you got to be dark skinned to get Troy on your side, bro. 'Cause
That don't make no damn sense. My father is actually lighter than you, Bama, so that don't make.
You know. Okay, so Troy, let me ask you a question, then, Troy. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Cause I'm just joking.
Okay. No. I mean, I think I heard there's.
Brandon, you cutting in and out.
Dillian White's been for about 4 years now. So I think it's about time. But how do you see it playing out in your honest opinion?
But he's called a body snatcher, which is the name from the great Mike McCollum. and Tyson Fury has a big body, so he's gonna if he's smart, he'll work his body and work his arms.
That's a good assessment.
If he's smart, like you said, if he's smart.
All I know, man, that listen, Dillian White is no Superman. He's not pretty. He can punch, and he's very dedicated to the craft right now. And basically, he's very focused and hungry. And you know what, man? He wins when he gets in the ring. It's not pretty.
He do.
He wins.
Hey,
yes, he does. He wins. He won his last fight.
Oh,
he won his last fight. Thank you.
Knocked out, right?
He wins.
Hey, Troy.
His last fight he won.
Hey,
now
Troy.
the key word, last fight.
Hey, Troy. You know what else he do
Yes,
good?
sir.
As much as he hit, he gets hit.
Say that again, sir.
One thing he does as well as hit, he gets hit. And when he gets hit,
That's
he
true.
goes to sleep. He goes to sleep. Night-night.
That's not true all the time. He's only been stopped twice.
Well,
Troy.
Well,
Troy.
Troy.
Yes, sir.
I'll say this to you, Troy. If Dillian White does work the body and he does not allow Tyson Fury to just lean on him, and he fights Tyson Fury the same way Otto Wallen fought Tyson Fury, it might be a good fight.
He's not going to fight him that
if
way.
He does the same. I know he's not, but I'm saying if he did that, I would give White a good chance, because that's the one way you can beat Tyson Fury, I think, is don't let him lean on you and do what Otto Wallen did with that overhand right and working the sternum, the chest plate. I can't think what it's called. I think if he does that, I would give him a good chance, but I don't think he's going to do that.
I do. I think he's just going to focus on his love handles and focus on his body. And he's going to, as far as him leaning on White is a whole lot stronger than Fury. So he's not going to be able to really just throw his whole body weight on him and wear him out like that. That's a tactic you could beat. Really, it's really a tactic that you can beat. But some people just don't know how to do that, and they get beat and they get worn out from it.
Do they have a time frame on that fight yet, guys? Do you know?
No. Right now, they said that he was going to retire, but he decided to come back to fight White. So White's going to do him the pleasure of sending him taking his belt and sending him into retirement. Then he's going to go beat whoever wins between Usyk and Joshua over here.
Man.
So
let's say this. Let's say that happens. What does that say about boxing? Because what does that mean for Fury's win over Wilder? Is that
it means nothing. It means that he won. It means he won.
No, because you gotta look at it
Yeah,
like
come
this.
on, y'all. You can't take
'cause
that away from him.
No, because they saying that Fury is the best, greatest thing since sliced bread and Apple Jacks and flapjacks, right? He's
That's because he
greatest, this and
white.
that. If he goes and beats Wilder, then turns around and loses to Dillian White, what's that going to say about boxing?
What's the shame in losing to Dillian White when Dillian White is actually the number? Let me see. Is
what I'm
Usyk?
talking about is in reference to him being the
He's
best,
actually the number
best
4.
heavyweight, is what I'm
He's
saying,
actually
man.
number 4 best heavyweight in the world right now.
Salute
ain't
to my
saying
good
that.
brother.
What was the
PGA's
the
big
question?
dog.
I didn't hear the
Salute.
question.
PGA's big
What was the question,
dog.
Black Star?
Now, if he was to fight Dillian White and Dillian White did beat him or knock him out, like my man said, what would that say about Fury's win over Wilder? You know, because everybody's acting like he's Muhammad Ali now. Because
he's not Muhammad Ali. No,
that's what they
say.
Basement.
I mean, Black Star, go ahead with that, man. Go ahead with that.
A lot of people saying that he's great. He's that. If he goes out and shoots the bid and get knocked out by Dillian White, don't that bring that down the taste?
No,
because he got
no. Listen.
No, because here's my thing on the Black Star. Here's my thing, especially with heavyweights. You're talking about big guys. Like people thought Lennox Lewis was a horrible boxer because he got knocked out by Oliver McCall and Hasim Rahman. But you're talking about 250-pound athlete hitting you with a good punch. You might get knocked out. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad boxer. It happens, you know.
Man,
remember when Evander Holyfield fought? I think he was 40-year-old George Foreman. I mean, and George Foreman rocked him a couple of times. It's like, look, one punch in the heavyweight division can do a lot because it happens, man. Yeah, like this, I can tell you like this. I've been knocked out twice sparring. Okay, I've been knocked out twice sparring by two guys smaller than me. I'm 6'4".
That was by your ex-wife, right?
I was 250.
I mean, that's like Foreman versus Michael Moore. You know what I'm saying? It's like hey, ain't no. I say this all the time. Ain't no shame in getting stopped, bro. It happens. Anybody can stop. You get caught the right way, man. That's just the honest to God truth of it.
You just saying that because Wilder finished on his face. His face.
I've been saying that forever, but you don't listen, so it's okay.
Yeah, like here's what I'll say, Troy, and then I'm about to go, guys, because I've been holding up too long. The one thing I loved about Tyson Fury and Wilder's fight is that for 3 fights you had 8 knockdowns. It takes a lot to get hit by a good punch, get knocked down, and to get up, and to do it twice, to do it 3 times. Because most guys they get knocked down like that, they're done. I mean, Wilder has never knocked down a guy who got up. Crazy. And he did it twice. He knocked down Fury 4 times.
That's not true. Well, especially when you're getting hit by Feather Fist. Wilder's name for Fury. Well, no, what's the name got up? Brazil got up, I believe, right? Fury got up as well. And he fought a French guy who actually got up as well.
And Brazil ain't never get up,
Fury
bro.
Is the one.
Yes, he did.
Got up in another lifetime.
No. Okay, but here's my thing. Brazil got up, but Brazil got knocked out. I mean, Fury, first fight, Fury got knocked down twice on good shots. And Fury got up.
He got knocked out or knocked down, sir? He got knocked down or knocked out?
Knocked out twice. Knocked down. I'm sorry. Got knocked down twice. Got up, made it a good fight. The second one, he was able to KO Wilder. The third one, they both went down. I think Wilder went down, 4 times? Fury went down 2 times. So that's 6 times in one fight. The point I'm making is that when it comes to heavyweight boxing, one punch can change the whole landscape of it. One simple punch can just say, you know what? It's over. Just off that one punch. I was losing. One punch, now I just won the fight.
Yeah. But
I'm going to have to run, guys. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate it. I enjoyed the conversation. Let's see who wins tonight, and we'll talk again, guys. Y'all have a good weekend now.
I got a question for you, Black Star. Where'd you get that name from, the Black Star? Was it from the album with Mos Def and Talib Kweli?
No, I get that from Marcus Garvey in the Black Star line.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Because I was going to also tell you, I don't know if you have any kids that are 8, 9, or 10, but one of the first black cartoons, which they switched to like a Native American, is called Black Star, and you can find it on YouTube.
No joke.
Yeah.
Okay, I never knew that.
Well, I'm 50. I still watch cartoons and martial arts, so I find a lot.
Same here, bro. In that 5-0, man, I tell you, life changed when you cross over that, don't it, bro?
Hey, I'm a granddaddy too, so I'm good.
Hey, Troy
Man.
and Ricky. Troy and Ricky, how do I find y'all? Because I'm looking for both of y'all.
Major Key Boxing, man. I'm at Major Key Boxing. That's where I am with my partner over there, Mr. Glenn over there.
Y'all
So
partners?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Major. You ain't heard the last of me, so forget
Man.
that. Yeah, hey, Black Star, they woke me up out my bed with this stuff. I was asleep, man. I woke up to this noise. I said, what the world is going on here?
Yeah, man. I tell you,
You on Central Time or something? What time you on?
I work at night, bro. I work at night.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, I seen you last night, AK.
I know you did. I talked to you.
yeah, man. I've been busy, man. I ain't been able to keep up with a whole lot, but I try to peek in every now and then, man. Catch my brother Basement and everything, and Ricky when I can, and my brother AK. You know, I try to catch y'all when I can, man. But it's been a little hectic. Getting it together though. We get back into some regularity. But right now, man, it's just, you know.
But back to this Dylan White thing, man. Back to this Dylan White thing. Why does everybody keep running to this guy? You know what I'm saying? Why does everybody keep looking for him to be the one? He's not the guy. You're not that guy. You know
Who we talking about?
Dylan White. He's not that guy.
I'm the one who ran to him, man, because I'm Jamaican and he's Jamaican. And to be honest, I'm gonna be extremely honest with you. I don't see any special thing about him besides the fact that he's a focused, driven everyman who's just on this. He has a purpose, and you're not gonna knock him off that purpose.
Because
he's been knocked out twice, and he's come back from it.
He came back and be the dude that was fresh off a COVID case.
I don't want to hear that nonsense, man. Come on,
it's fact.
man.
Did the man just have COVID or not? Did the man just have COVID or not? Did the man just have COVID or not?
We'll see.
Okay, he had COVID is the key word. Had the past tense. Past tense, right?
Hey, let me ask you something though.
Yes, sir.
Did he not dress Dylan White up so pretty with that uppercut in that first fight?
Man, that thing was brilliant how he set it up. I'm not gonna lie about that. That thing was brilliant. I can't lie about that.
We trust that man.
Hey, listen, man. I'm a fan of boxing, but that setup was brilliant because I actually called the uppercut. I called the uppercut, but it turns out it was my guy that got caught by the uppercut.
We saw the bottom of that man's shoes, bro. We saw the bottom of his shoes.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, which was brilliant. I mean, brilliant. It was a brilliant setup. But then in the second fight,
listen, we saw the entire brand of his shoe when he got hit with that.
Yeah. But in the second fight, he lost. Also, right? You know, Black Star.
The man was fresh out of COVID. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Black Star, man. I don't know if you ever heard of, Black Sands comic books too. You know, you can buy stock in them.
Black Sands.
They're called Black Sands.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead and Google them, man, because they're about to do some big stuff. I actually bought their cartoon. You know, they got a DVD, and they got these graphic novels that I bought. I bought the whole set when it was on sale for like $90. So yeah.
Black Sands. So what they got?
Yeah.
It's like
man.
Urban.
Yeah, you know, and I signed. Huh?
It's like urban cartoons, if you dig what I'm saying.
No. You know, it focuses on Egypt and all that, and all that, but it's real good writing.
Yeah,
and in the future, you could buy stock in it. You could buy stock in it. So go ahead and jump on it from now.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah,
appreciate
that.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah. Also, man, look into a Rotten Deep, which is a black-owned shoe company out here in that's in Virginia. They actually got a contract with Wu-Tang. They got a Wu-Tang line, right?
Right.
And they I think it's Telly Tally, which is a black-owned rock watch company, because I collect timepieces.
What part of Virginia Troy?
I'm not. I'm in Baltimore.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord, what?
Yeah, he over there hanging with Tank Davis.
Oh, Lord.
Funny enough, Tank actually started at the gym where I used to train at, man, before my health issues came in. Umar Boxing, that is the home of Franchon Cruz. Her first trainer, who trained her since she was 14 up to when she was 20 plus, what you see in a Franchon Cruz now is a fraction of her talent. Franchon could box. I got video of her boxing a 6'6" heavyweight, a 6'1" cruiserweight, and I think she boxed a light heavyweight that day too.
Franchon can fight. Franchon can fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch women
yeah.
boxing. No, I watch women boxing.
Last fight.
No, I watch women boxing. Franchon can go, bro. It's a good woman fight today. Alicia Baumgartner fight today. Fight Terry Harper.
Yeah. Terry Harper gonna take
Yeah.
it, though, I think.
Please don't say that,
Also,
bro. Hey, Ricky, don't do that, man. Please don't do that.
now, also, right, y'all need to watch out for this brother because he sparred with Wilder for the Fury fight. His name is Cortez Dunston, aka Big Philly. He's from out of Baltimore too, but he signed with Tava now, and he got to spar with Wilder. I told him to put me in his back pocket and take me in there so I get an interview, but my name is not that well liked in that area.
A little controversial.
Them boys gonna get you in the gym, try to piece you up.
I got Terry though. She's just a little bit more polished than Baumgartner, bro. I think that's the problem. Her competition's been way better than what Baumgartner been facing. So I'm going.
Hey Slim. Hey, Shawty. I ain't gonna lie. Them overseas girls be piecing our girls up, Shawty. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. They got it. I mean, the only one worth seeing is Clarissa, bro. I don't think no woman boxer can be Clarissa Shields, bro. She's just that nice with it.
Not at the moment.
I want to see her
But I
fight
can tell
two
you
people.
why she don't get the knockouts though, because she don't sit on her punch.
I want to see her
That's
fight
why.
two people. I want to see her fight Savannah Marshall or Raquel Miller.
The Savannah Marshall fight gotta happen, bro.
Yes, I need to see Savannah Marshall and Clarissa
Ain't they
Shields. I need
set
that.
up- I think that's what the signing was for, though, is to set up a showdown with Savannah Marshall, right? And
It
go-
gotta happen. It gotta happen, Sean. It got to happen. Huh?
What weight would that be at?
160, probably 154, 160.
That one should be happening next year, as long as Clarissa look good in her next fight. I thought that was a setup for her to get Savannah Marshall.
Yeah, she gotta get Savannah.
Yeah, shout out to Clarissa, man, for getting that $1 million deal, that 7-figure deal. So shout out to her, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, I'm
You know what? You know what? That's sad that she had to go overseas just to get that too.
Yeah, man, that's garbage, bro.
You feel me? That's sad. That's sad that of all the accomplishments she done made in this short period of time, no one, man or woman, in boxing, and for have to go sign with overseas just to get 7 figures.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you what they said on the state side.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I'm gonna tell you what they be saying on the state side, right? A lot of the promoters on the state side said a lot of the women over here hard to deal with. They trying to, for every time they try to do something for them, it was never good enough, or it was always they were just too problematic. That's why some of the promoters over here said, man, well, y'all do your own thing.
I mean, I understand that. I understand that. But I'm just saying, like, in these times and days and age, I'm like, in boxing and all these professional sports, man, they throw away millions.
You're right.
So just to give a fighter of her magnitude $1 million and $2, man, to be the face of boxing, she's not in trouble. And you don't hear about no bullshit from her. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, man.
Well, you remember last night the live you saw me on?
Yeah.
One of the girls that popped in that video is Jamie Mitchell. Jamie Mitchell is the girl that just beat Shannon Courtenay on the zone a couple weeks ago. She just won the WBA title. So she was saying some of the same things that I just said. Like, that's where I got that little nugget from. She said that she's a female fighter that's out there now. She just fought on the zone. And she was like, yeah, a lot of the women are hard to deal with, so to speak.
I mean, I can understand that. I can understand that because I can understand that. But it's just mind-boggling, man, that they in sports.
Okay, watch this.
Away millions of dollars, man.
I'm gonna drop a nugget. I think honestly, in today's time and today's world, it's enough women millionaires that they could pull together their own money and do their own thing and do it for themselves. I personally believe that they shouldn't even have to wait for a male promoter to turn around and say, "Here, take this money." They could do their own thing if they got enough power to put together a whole movie to bring down all these top people from all these years. They could put together millions of dollars and make their own money.
I feel you.
You have not
All right,
because you ask not.
No, well, you know what it is? When it comes to women boxing, well, the first thing is they don't respect it. And number two, why are you trying to market it to men? You have to first market it to women, you know, and sell it to them as their own. After that, you know, the men will come because men follow women. So that's all you have. It's really not rocket science, but you know, they have no respect for women boxing, period. They really don't.
Yeah, it's like the WNBA, bro. It's a niche sport. It's great. It's worse than the WNBA because women's boxing is a niche sport inside of a niche. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So it's weird, bro. Like, and again, what I'm saying, Troy, I'm not saying that they don't deserve the same money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's too minor in the eyes of executives and the corporations to pay them what they were. I feel that. Again, if everybody's talking about independent and all that stuff, man, you put your own money behind yourself and then see what happens. Don't worry about nobody else, you know, trying to put money into you.
Well,
PGA.
yeah,
Wait.
I agree. But you know what? If I was a female boxer, you're like someone who could actually, I would get with someone who has a voice, and I would tell them, look, why don't you get me in touch with you know, Serena Williams and her sister, because you see what they did for tennis, right? So they could come over with their star power and do the same thing for female boxing. Once they put their stamp on it, that actually makes it what? You know, irrelevant. Even though it is relevant to the people like us who watch boxing, but once they come over here, they'll bring a certain group of women. And you know, a Black Star, you saw all that stuff I put in the private chat?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Okay,
Appreciate
good.
that. Appreciate that. Sure.
Hey, Ricky, where you from?
Where I'm from? My mama.
You know
I
I'm
knew
talking
you
about.
was
What
gonna
city you from?
I knew you was gonna say that.
Hey, words mean something. So you mean where was it? What city did I reside in after I came from my mama?
What city you reside in currently, sir?
Thank you. Right now I'm in Minnesota, but I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois.
He's from Nebraska. He's really Bud cousin. He's just trying to hide it.
Negative that, bro. Like ain't nothing in Nebraska but stupid steers and queers. Which one are you? You know what I'm saying?
I'm in Baltimore. I don't know what the hell he talking about.
Hey, since we brought it up, we got the fight next weekend.
I thought you already talked about the fight.
Yeah.
No, we ain't talk. We've been talking about Kale Plant and everything else.
I listen. Go to what I go. Let's go around. Let's go around the room. Everybody tell you what their prediction is for the fight. There.
I got Bud. I got Bud in a 12-round decision. I don't think Bud's gonna stop Porter. And to be honest with you, I want Bud to win because I want to see Spence versus Crawford. If Sean Porter win, we back on the merry-go-round. It's time for Spence versus Crawford, bro. That fight's got to happen. It's time. It's time. I don't care. Like right now, I'm at the point. I argue the point of what happened, and I say the points of what happened because that's what went on before this fight happened, bro. But right now, I don't care. Both of these guys, I don't care if you got to do 50-50. Whoever win, get the bulk of the money. I don't care, bro. It's time for this fight to happen for the welterweight division. I don't care. I want to see it. LSI. You know what I'm saying? Same with Crawford. Crawford by knockout. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. That's why I'm at with all fighters, bro. Let's see it. It doesn't matter, bro. I'm tired of giving fighters credit for a fight that never happened. No, let's see it. LSI. I'm sick of people saying, "Oh, the Bud gonna do this." No, he ain't gonna do shit until he fight him. He ain't gonna do nothing until he fight him, bro. Everybody. Errol Spence gonna do this. Nope, he ain't gonna do shit until he fight him. Let's see the fights.
I agree with Brother Ricky on that. I want to see that fight as well. But I'm going Porter only for the fact is I think he a bigger dog than Bud is. I don't believe in this dog that I keep hearing about Bud because it ain't been battle tested. So this is his chance to show me. I'm hoping it, but deep down, I'm hoping he win, like my brother Ricky said, because I want to see him and Errol get it on. But I don't know, man. The thing I doubt about him is the thing he should be showing me in this fight. Is why I'm going the other way till he show me otherwise.
It's not gonna be no easy fight for either guy, bro. That's what I've been saying forever, bro. It's not gonna be an easy fight for either guy.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Bud is gonna shock me because I want to see that fight just like my brother Ricky said. I want to see that too, but my heart can't pick it because of the fact that what I question about can't quit about Porter. I think that gives him a little edge, but we'll see how it play out. If he comes out there and if he goes and stop Porter, then damn, imagine the hype for that in Earl. That's going to escalate, and that almost guarantees that fight will be coming up soon. At least I hope so. Anyway, depending on Bob Arum.
Nope, Bud ain't gonna be with Bob Arum no more, so it's gonna be defending on Bud Crawford, bro.
Think he's getting out of there?
Yeah, from the rumors I'm hearing, bro, he's already signed. That's why Bob already know he's not resigning. That's why Porter versus Bud got forced.
Well, I want to come in here and give my say and all that. So somewhere around the 7th or 8th round, TKO for Crawford. And I don't know if y'all heard, but Porter Sr. is fighting Fred on the undercard. He's finally gonna knock his ass out. So yeah,
fighting Fred.
Hey man, this guy is crazy. He's talking about barbershop.
Troy got problems, man.
Now I'm trolling, Ricky. Now you can say I'm trolling.
I ain't even tripping.
I would actually pay for that. I would actually pay for Porter versus Fred. I would pay for that. All right, listen. I got Bud winning, and I ain't gonna lie. I hope he do win by blowout. I hope he do win by stoppage. I don't want nothing to slow down the train from when he gets to the end of the fight. I don't want no sauce. Now it is already confirmed that he is leaving Top Rank. So my thing is this, and I'm gonna stick to what I said to everybody on my show on Monday. He got 2 names he can come out his mouth with since he's independent. We know Ugas is tied up with that WBA thing. Everybody else is pretty much lost in the sauce. If it's not Earl Spence, because of we don't know the extent of when he's gonna get back sparring and all the stuff with the eye and all that stuff. He got one other name that I want to hear come out his mouth, and that's Jerome Boots Ennis.
He's not fighting.
Well, actually, he's a free agent, so he could actually do that.
They both free agents.
Ain't nobody.
There you have it.
Right, bro. That's just the truth. Ain't nobody.
Why not?
You know, Terrence Crawford ain't about to fight no Boots Ennis, man.
Why not? I said, why not?
The reason why is because it's too much risk and not enough reward. It's too much on the line.
That's exactly what he gonna say. He gonna sit up there and tell Boots, "Who has you fought, Boots? Why do you deserve to fight me, Boots?"
When has he ever said that about anybody?
Don't tell Boots to get a belt.
No, man, you haven't mixed.
You know what, Troy? No. He ain't been able to say this to nobody because everybody he's been fighting has been past their time anyway.
Really? Because he fought fighting people that were undefeated. His first fight at 147 was an undefeated champion.
Motherfucking
undefeated champion. He fought an undefeated champion.
Already past their time, bro.
How did we get here?
How was Horn past his time?
Get here.
Horn was garbage anyway. Horn should never had the
He
belt.
Was garbage.
Anyway.
Okay, he was garbage. He was garbage when he beat Pacquiao.
Yeah, they put
yes.
In the 52. In the 52 weight.
Benavidez wasn't past his prime.
We was doing so good.
Clearly wasn't past his prime.
Benavidez was shot, bro. Benavidez was shot, bro. His legs was busted, man. Stop, bro. Come on.
How did he get cleared for the fight, Ricky?
Oh man.
Hey,
how he get cleared for the fight?
Didn't he get shot in the leg?
How he get cleared for? Did he get shot on the night of the fight? Did he get shot on the night of the fight?
Now listen to this. Listen to this. I'm not gonna listen to this. Listen to this. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Bud at 35.
You really did.
And 40. Okay, listen. I ain't gonna take nothing away from him. At 47. The same thing we've been preaching for 2 years. at 47.
I'm fighting.
Who the fuck has he fought, Troy?
Let me I'll go ahead and tell you, he's fought Horn, he's fought Thomas with a throwaway fight. He fought Benavidez, tough fight. Velasquez, who's obviously a tough fight, and he fought Brook, who fought old boy over here, Spence. Now he's fighting Porter, who fought old boy over here, Spence.
Broken eye sockets, bro.
It don't matter. It don't matter, Basement. That's the
Didn't he have a broken eye socket when he fought Crawford?
fighters.
Hey, listen, and it's the cold thing. My man Black Star was going for Kell Brook, right?
You know what I'm saying?
This,
It don't
this,
matter.
hey, listen, this the cold thing, Troy. My
Cold,
man Black
cold,
Star
bro.
was going for Kell Brook, right? This motherfucker, what you call them, Bamas? I'm gonna use your word.
I'm not from DC. I'm from
This
Baltimore, but
Bama ass motherfucker Crawford hit this motherfucker with a check hook, and he go flying straight through the middle ropes.
Looking confused.
but you do know he could clean like 500 pounds, right? Crawford. You do know he could clean 500 pounds, right? He's no weak dude. He's just slender.
Oh my God. He can catch
strong.
bullets with his teeth too, right?
Nah, man, you haven't confused with Superman, but I'm saying that the dude is stronger than he looks. That's why Errol
Hey,
Spence.
Troy.
No,
Don't disrespect Boots Leroy like that.
Hey, bro.
Who?
Boots Leroy.
I saw The Last Dragon, man. I was about 13 when that came out. Go ahead, man.
And with all that being said, he still ain't gonna fight no Boots Ennis. He not gonna fight him.
Hey,
You have no proof of that, man.
Stop.
You have no proof of that.
I don't know much. I know he ain't calling out no Boots. I know that for a fact, bro.
I tell you what, man. If he fights something, you shave that bed off and get a skull cap that's not that tight. Okay, Bama?
You just mad because my hair better than yours. I understand.
Look,
Yo,
I ain't never seen nothing as pretty as me. I've never seen nothing as
If
pretty as
you
me. I
had,
tell you.
you had hair like me, I understand. You'll wear a cap too. I understand. It's all right.
Yes, I would to cover it up. Right, you're right about that.
If you had hair pretty like mine, I understand. It's all right, bro.
What you need is teeth like mine. Then the world will be a better place. Regular world will be a better place.
Negative that. You know what I'm saying?
what'd you say?
Negative that.
Hey man, like don't do it. Don't do it. We're going left now. We're going left now. They're gonna put us off. They're gonna put us off the internet. You keep this up.
You know what I'm saying? It's all right though. But hey, he ain't fighting Boots. All that being said, he not fighting Boots. But Troy. Let's be honest, bro. The truth is, ain't none of them guys in the upper echelon ain't gonna fight Boots until they have to, bro. That's just the honest to God truth, bro. Ain't nobody trying to see that man right now.
Can I be honest, Ricky? Ricky, I see his skill, but what I haven't seen is him fight anybody that's in the top yet. So I'm very impressed with the young man's skill. But I would love to see the Crawford fight because I want to see him fight somebody that is maybe just see if he can pull it out.
Hey, hold on.
No, listen. Let me finish. Booth has that one thing that James Toney had that really made him great and last long in the sport. What is that? Subtlety. That dude doesn't get tired because he fights very subtle. You can never tell when he's tired or hurt and all that because he could lay on the ropes and just do what Tony does. He's very subtle in there, and he knows how to fight through his defense. Meaning that a lot of fighters could come at you and hurt you, and then they're wide open after they hurt you, right? But as soon as he goes on defense, he has those eyes where he could see everything, and he'll time you right and knock you right out, man. The dude is pretty. He's a pretty cat.
So what about Thurman? Why don't him and Thurman get together? Because Thurman needs something.
Because Thurman owns Halal Brothers right now, man. He's out here selling, chicken platters, lamb platters, falafel platters and all that. That dude ain't coming back. He making money selling platters. He all right.
The only fight I would accept Keith Thurman. If Keith Thurman want to come back and get to the top, he need to fight Boots to come back in the door. Keith Thurman did it to himself. He did it to himself, bro. He had the welterweight division by the balls and gave it away, bro, all for some draws. That's just the honest to God truth of it.
Hey, listen. You took the words right out of my mouth, man. Hey, That man made some money
bro.
when he met that woman of his, and had that baby, got it in. And my man has sat down.
You ain't hungry no more, bro.
And bro,
You
he
know,
almost got knocked out by a no name.
You don't know what happened to him, really?
He gave him the fight with Pacquiao, and it's just like, man, that motherfucker been a ghost. He popped up.
How did y'all miss that, man? Okay, let me come on. How did y'all miss what really happened, man? Because I grew up, my grandma used to read me this story in the Bible called Samson and Delilah. You notice that when he came back, he cut his hair, right?
Yeah.
And he wasn't the same after that.
Hey man,
That's
you
what
don't
happened.
go ahead, man.
That's what happened, man. He married Delilah.
He
married Delilah.
He got lost in some panties, bro. That's just what it is, bro. He spent all these years training in the gym, looking at girls with ice cream, bro. He finally got him one. It was a wrap, bro. That's proof of the matter. He worked all his life for that moment. He's at that moment. He got no reason to fight no more. I'm telling you. That bank account looking nice. I'm telling you, bro. That's so
man, he got rid of the perm and the locks. You know, he can't kill no one. Yeah, you know, he used to knock people out with a jawbone of an ass. Just not, you know, he can't do it no more.
I think he's gonna end up in the ring with one of the three. I think he's either gonna fight Earl, Bud, or Boots next. He gonna end in the ring. He gonna get whooped next year. One of them gonna beat him up.
We'll see, man. Because Keith be doing all that yapping, bro, but don't be moving nowhere. So
yeah, one of them gonna beat him up. One of them gonna beat him up.
Open up a bunch of Indian restaurants. That's what he gonna open up. He gonna bring them to the hood too. They're gonna be vegan soul food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
him and Dylan White going to the same doctor after they get beat up.
All right. And the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Dylan the Body Snatcher White.
Everybody got to have a dream. Shit. Everybody got
Save that drop right there, Black Star. Save that drop. Save it.
Hey, if it happened, bro, more power to him, man. I ain't no big fan of Fury. So
listen. If Dylan White become undisputed heavyweight champion, I am banned from internet for 30 days.
You look like Busta Rhymes from the side, right? Man, you know you ain't gonna ban yourself for 30 days, Busta. You know you ain't gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that, bro. I'm from the DMV, bro. You know we know how to join. So I'm not gonna. I will chop you up in here. I'm gonna let it go though. But look, I will take myself on the internet if Dylan White do that. I will take myself on the internet for 30 days if Dylan White do that. Y'all got my word.
No, you won't.
Hey, what do y'all feel about AJ now training with Ronnie Shields?
Is he really training with him, or he's just like he's just getting the feel for the man?
That's what I'm hearing. That's what's going on. I mean, as much as I know, I'm not.
AJ a fraud. I don't care what nobody say. AJ faking it.
Fraud.
He a fraud, bro. He fake it in the Charlos, bro.
No, he's not a fraud.
Yeah.
First of all, let me say this about younger Charlo. He crossed the line with old boy. What's the guy that used to be champion at one?
Jared Hurt.
Jared Hurt, when he told him that he'll kill him and his bitch. Come on, man. You a grown man. You don't say words like that unless you can finish them. You don't say that because that's a death sentence. Either for you, it's just you don't say those things.
Facts.
So I don't have any respect for that. I have no respect for that. No.
Facts. That's fact.
AJ out here talking about, I think I'm Big Meech, huh? Larry Hoover. Stop, bro. Go back.
Yeah, that's That's trash. Trash.
You're a fighter, bro. Did you say you're a fighter and say you looking to switch up your style, bro? All this other, I'm from the streets, and how you from the streets and you was fighting amateurs all your career when you was younger, bro? You wasn't in no streets, bro. You was in them gyms. Stop, son. Stop, bro. Stop. Same with the Charlos. We from the know where you grew up was probably the hood, but you went to boxing to get out the hood, right? You got you got X amount of amateur fights. I don't know how many tournaments that didn't get registered as AMI. You know what I'm saying? Stop, bro. Y'all ain't no gangsters, bro. Y'all fighters. That's what you do. Say that's what you do and move on. But all this other, like the Charlos, man, like I don't know, bro. Like,
What did I miss?
They blowing it, man. They blowing it. You know, them mentally, I don't know where they at, man. It's crazy to me. I don't know how Jamel shot the bed on that with Castano, man. He had the opportunity to do something major,
and he ain't
dropped that shit.
In no rush to get it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't in no rush to go ahead and unify.
Yeah.
That lets you know what if it was a close fight and both of y'all supposed to be shooting for undisputed, run it back. We'll watch it. It was a close fight in the first, but that also goes to shows us that no matter what nobody say, bro, these Charlos, they not consistent in their performances. That's just honest to God truth. You can blame it on a fighter that's in front of them, but my honest opinion is that the Charlos fight to the level of the competition they in with. And if that's what it is, bro, you're not gonna get a consistent performance out of them at this point no more. You're not gonna get one.
Yeah, you could be right. It's looking that way because he had Castano days a few times. He could have put him away and he backs off. It did start backing away from him, giving him the upper hand on him to where he get caught. I'm like, man, what's going on here? I don't understand this fight.
You
got you 2 hours away from your hometown. You got everybody coming to see you. This is undisputed. Everybody's watching this. The whole boxing world. Everybody's got their eyes on you. This is your chance to put a stamp on it. Can't nobody refuse you on the top 10 pound per pound list. You're going to get recognition. All you got to do is take care of business today. What you do? You go out there and just
listen to this, Black Star. The last few fights, we've seen with that division. Let's look at it. Let's take J-Rock. He won the belt. He won the belt from
Jarrett
Hurt at home, right? That was Jarrett Hurt, big homecoming fight. Then J-Rock go home. He lose his belt at home. I think it might be something to do with some of these guys fighting too close to home too, man. Meaning that it's too much pressure on them. It might not even be the pressure, just be the fact that their lack of attention.
Maybe they're too laid back.
The attention ain't on what it's supposed to be on. Because we seeing guys sit up here lose home fights. When you sit up here and be thinking like, well, this guy should be really performing and he at home. But maybe it's the opposite because these guys are so caught up in, oh, my people's here. They getting pulled here. They getting pulled there. They getting pulled here, getting pulled there. And the mind ain't really concentrated or really up on the real true intentions is that fight.
I can kind of see that with the Charlos because they have the personality and the aura that like they always, embracing the people around, right there at the house. But when they somewhere else, it's a little bit different mentality. Like if they're in New York or something,
right?
It kind of seems a little different. But he
because
didn't grasp
people there.
Yeah, I didn't get the feeling that he grasped the seriousness of the Castano fight. And we was all rooting for this opportunity for him for so long. And you get it, and then you squander it. You supposed to win in there. It's just like when I see Wilder come into the fight and they got his old lady next to him. Get her away from me. I don't want to see nothing soft and cuff. I got to go in here and tear up some shit. I don't need to see nothing nice and sweet. Everything in this motherfucker, I got to knock all the walls down in this motherfucker and rearrange everything. That's how you got to go into a fight. You can't go into a fight. Yeah, here she go. Hey, fuck all that. Ain't about none of that. Energy in here is I'm going in here, I'm fucking up shit. That's it. All there is to it. I'm coming out this bitch with the win. That's all I want to see. See you after this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Like it's not even that, bro. Like it's just how their behavior, their performances is just everything across the board with them is inconsistent. So I can't ride with them no more, man. It's like y'all just be talking out of pocket for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Y'all disregard y'all real fan base over a fan base that, these supposedly fans that's not even existing with you, bro. And then y'all get in there and y'all shit the bed when it comes to the fights too. No, I'm good, bro. I'm groovy, man. Whatever, bro.
Yeah, that Castano one really, really let me down big time. I was like, man, this is some, you can't do this.
James told him, man, you need the knockout. You give it rounds.
He kept saying, what you doing? he was telling him what he needed to tell him. He just somehow wasn't listening. And then that's the crazy thing. Canelo calls and congratulates the guy that fights you and give you a tough one. And you come out of there talking about, yeah, he's won the pound for pound. Fuck Canelo. stay on his neck. Where's that animal? That one that's I'm the best and I'm gonna show everybody. Where that fight at?
Them grass lions, bro. They grass lions. You know
There
what
you
I'm
go,
saying?
right there. There you go. That's losing. That was their edge. Was that? Now you don't have it. Now you lost your edge. You're not the same fighter no more.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it looked like.
Hold all of them the same, bro. They kicking the puppies, bro. I ain't got no time for that, bro.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
Facts.
Watch Mel's next pay-per-view numbers. I ain't buying it. Bro.
I don't even know who they're gonna fight, man. Because
I don't care. I don't even care. That's how done they are with me. I don't even care, bro.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. Then who else is fighting, man, this year?
Devin and JoJo.
Yeah, Devin and JoJo.
Yep. Don't forget we get
no.
Stevie Fulton fight too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool man Steph. Yes, Cool boy Steph. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my man on the undercard of that Gary Antonio Russell on the undercard of that Cool Boy Steph card.
Yeah, when is that? That's coming up, right? Next week?
We got the next.
Week after
that's
next.
26,
Yeah.
I think.
27.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. Right after Thanksgiving. Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
Some gravy on the taters.
11/27. Yep.
What's your man gonna do with JoJo?
You gonna spank JoJo, bro. Devin just too much technically for JoJo. Now that's taking nothing away from JoJo. JoJo's a good fighter, man. JoJo's a good fighter. I think we need to give if Devin schools, if he shines on JoJo, we got to give him full credit for this fight because JoJo give everybody problems. He give everybody trouble.
Yeah.
Funny
That's
thing
the
is
kind of
too.
fight you need too.
Funny thing is too. I seen it on somebody's channel. They ran into Lopez's father and Haney's trainer, and they talking about, well, let's make this happen. Let's make this fight happen.
Mickey Bay.
Yeah, Mickey Bay. Yep. You seen that?
Yeah, man. Like Tio don't want it with Devin, man. I'm just being honest. I don't want it with Devin, bro.
His dad said they down for it.
No, they not.
You can't sell me that, Ricky Williams. You can't sell me that one.
I'm not selling you anything, bro. You're gonna buy what you want to buy. But the truth of the matter is that everything Tio accuses Devin that's what he is, bro.
What is he accusing him of?
A lot of stuff, bro, about not wanting to fight, about the way he carried himself in public. That's what he does, bro. Tio don't want it with Devin, bro. I'm just being honest, bro.
I can't buy that one.
I know nobody can, bro. But the truth is, he could have been fought Devin, bro.
Not with Bob.
Stop blaming Bob, bro. Stop blaming Bob. These guys are partners. They're not at the whims and beck and call of Bob, bro. And again, if y'all keep blaming Bob, ain't Tio the one who signed with him?
Right? You are absolutely right. He tried to dance with Triller.
Man, I'm surprised Bud is getting away.
Why? Like Black Star, tell him what I said about the Triller deal when it happened.
Man. Exactly. Yeah, you was on that.
What'd he say?
You was on that one, man.
I've been telling everybody, and like, bro, like I said, we in these YouTube streets, bro. When that shit happened, everybody was blowing up talking about how Tio's just he's the one to change the game of boxing, right? He's the one, he's going out on a limb and like he double dick Bob. No, he didn't, bro. At the end of the day, bro, look where the fight is at and look how it happened. And who's still winning? Bob Arum. Bob Arum the one making the money, bro. Y'all got to remember the only reason that fight could have even went to the zone is because Bob Arum allowed it.
Fact.
Right? So this is my point when it comes to these top ranked fighters, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. I need y'all to hear me out.
Did you hear what I said?
I need y'all to hear me out, right? I'm not saying these fighters at top rank aren't decent, bro. They some good little fighters, bro. But what we I'm not gonna say me, but what it's the general public as boxing fans keep trying to say is that, okay, blame Bob, bro. You can't keep blaming Bob for these things that we know. We're not fighters, right? We're not in the so-called industry or the business of boxing, but we know that Bob Arum is the starter pack, right? We know you go to Bob to build your name, then you leave, become independent, and that's where you get your fame at. That's where you get your bag at. That's where you get your real respect in boxing, bro. So if that's the case, why are these fighters continually signing extensions and long contracts with Bob when you know it's the protection plan over there. Right? You gotta blame these fighters, bro, because no matter what nobody keeps saying about the PBC, woo woo woo, bro. Look at the PBC, bro. If you go to the PBC and you work and you putting them numbers up, you gonna make numbers, right? This is my fault with things like T.O. and Bud Crawford, bro. Bud Crawford might be the greatest. He might be the greatest welterweight of this era. From what everybody's saying, right? He might be, but you will never know because you signed over there with him. You will sign over there with Bob to be protected from the real smoke. You don't bring no sand to the beach, my guy. Right? No matter what y'all say, y'all know the money fights with the welterweights are over at PBC. So why you sit up there staying with Bob Arum? Why are you a fighter? Right? Not what we all know Bob been doing for 40 decades. We know that. Right? But the truth is, the matter is, you got two types. No matter what nobody say, bro, the business of boxing is staying in business. You got to get them checks, right? But is you gonna go make your own checks, or you gonna take the check of another man?
Facts.
And that's the difference between most PBC fighters, especially the premier ones, and these guys on the rank. They got to get it on their own to prove themselves because the game is not rigged like that no more. Why you think back until now? That's like I don't understand how people don't see the Bud Crawford supporter. Bro, that fight could have been made earlier this year, guy. It could have been made with no problem. They didn't take the WBO to step in. But why is it that all of a sudden now Bob is okay with paying Sean Porter $4 million to fight Bud?
The moving truck move. He heard that moving truck pull up. He seen the truck pull up with the moving boxes in it.
So in business, right? I don't want you to leave looking as good as you look if you're not signing back with me, right?
Yep.
Facts.
And Sean Porter is the one to make you not look so good.
You see what I'm saying? But and this is my point. This is my point, Black Star. And like it ain't like if Bud win, he win. Y'all know how I feel about it. I want to see it, right? But the truth of the matter is this: the Justice League, right? Not just regular fans, but the Justice League. Y'all gonna sit up there and say when Bud say, "Well, I finally forced this fight." How the hell did you force the fight, Bud Crawford? When y'all was laughing, saying y'all was happy about to get this $4 million bag from Zepeda, y'all wasn't trying to fight Porter.
Yep.
No one can explain that to me. See, but then when I ask that question when we're in a debate, then it goes off to, oh, arrows are drunk. He get fat when he ain't on. I ain't asked you that, bro. Why is Bud acting funny in these streets and ain't nobody saying nothing?
Mm-hmm.
But then y'all would give these fighters pound for pound when y'all know they ain't moving right or they been dirty in the past. How y'all gonna get Canelo the great? Oh yeah, he got busted dirty, but he's still the greatest fighter. What the fuck, bro? If you the greatest, why you getting busted dirty?
Okay.
Canelo is the UK champion.
Okay.
Why you getting busted dirty? You shouldn't need no type of advantage, bro. And if it was, and this is my point of Canelo. This is my point of Canelo. And if it was a mistake, why did the WBC move the levels up?
Okay. Hey, buddy, I'll tell you this though.
Good brother watcher.
I tell you what though. I like the way you put it together. Like the way you put that together, baby. I'm gonna hire you as my defense attorney.
It's only $400 an hour, man. It's only $400 an hour. And that's all I'm saying about the game, bro. I don't knock like my guys is here, man. I hate having to use them as an example. My guys are here, man. Right? When I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. I congratulate them fighters. I pay my bets, no problem, bro. That's not my point. The point is that everybody act like once a fighter wins, that erases their history. It doesn't. It just means they was good at that particular time. That don't change the context of the fight, right? That don't change the context of the fight. Like I said, Canelo saved boxing once again. That's what happened. Right? By the knockout. Because I swear, if it had went to the cards and I saw that fucking scorecard, it would have been a fucking uproar, bro.
Man, you ain't kidding.
A fucking uproar, bro. You can't say that, okay, because Canelo was coming forward, he won the fight, because we don't know how many that we didn't see, that we saw come forward, and then at the end of the day, the favorite fighter still got the call.
Facts.
Yep.
Right? But people want to switch it because it's your favorite fighter. No, I hold all fighters to the same standard, bro. I tell you what's good about them. I tell you what's bad about them. If they moving funny out in these streets, I tell you they moving funny out in these streets.
Right.
Right?
Right. Just like that Canelo fight, that last fight, everybody going around Robert Hood Bond talking about, the fight being on PBC trying to get in bed with Canelo. I was like, nah, the only way that fight happened on PBC because Canelo wanted it to. Point blank period. That's where he wanted to go. He told Eddie Hearn, go broke a deal for me to fight on Fox BBC. Exactly what he did. It's no getting around it.
You muted, bro.
Oh, I'm muted.
No, it's right. And you're exactly right, God, because that's what people don't understand, bro. Don't keep saying these fighters dodge Canelo. Canelo's the dodger, bro. He gets to fight whoever he wants, bro. Whoever he wants, he can fight. He can fight somebody at 175, 154, catch weight him at 160. He can do whatever he wants, bro.
Facts.
Saying Canelo doing XYZ, bro. But this is what I'm saying about the Canelo. Canelo had to move, and let me make this point, right? Answer me this question, everybody in the chat. Right? Canelo went to DAZN. Why?
Go over there fighting European fighters.
Right? Right. But we can see right now, he could have stayed with Showtime, bro. He cheaper than Floyd. Yep. We see PBC ain't had no problem cutting him no bag, right?
Right.
So why you go to DAZN? Because the business of boxing is staying in the business of boxing, bro. Yep. Right? You go to DAZN and you fight a lower caliber fighter for a bag, bro. When you ain't got no more Euro fighters to beat over there for this money you getting for cheap, this free money, bro. Why you think he was able to fight 4 fights in a year? Because he's so good? Or wait, maybe one of them was Avery Pilgrim, right? Maybe
Yilderman.
Yeah, Yogurt Man, right? Or maybe one of them was Billy Joe Saunders, who you knew you can beat. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all act like this stuff don't play a part of boxing. Right? So now he got to fight at PBC because who's over there in them weight classes that he can fight for the same amount of money?
Right.
I'll wait. But if he was a real one, why would you break a relationship with Showtime, who built you up, right? Who had you on Floyd's undercards, right? You was just following behind Floyd, to be honest, right? But you gonna go and leave because remember, the reason you got the Mayweather fight was because they was trying to make you the heir apparent, right? But you gonna fight Floyd, then bounce to DAZN. When you had both of the Charlos over there that you could have fought for big money. The business of boxing is staying in the business of boxing. What we be guessing on, what I be betting on is the anomaly, right? Because the human condition is what it is. Sometimes a guy just steps up and breaks the mold, right? And breaks the rules. But this is what Canelo did, bro. And to sit up here and keep acting like this ain't the stuff that happened and it don't affect the fight that he in right now is simply ludicrous, bro. It's ludicrous. You can't be the greatest and you a cheat, bro.
Hey, listen, and that's another thing too. The guy tested positive for PEDs. And it's just like the boxing world has just forgiven it. The boxing world has forgiven it. Brandon said it before earlier in the show. The ones that cheat, Always a cheat.
Man, how can they justify raising the levels though? You know, that's a whole nother level of cheat. I mean, that's like the power structure helping you cheat. You know, you failed it. Okay, well, don't worry, we'll help you. We'll raise it for you. You know.
Hey, fellas, I gotta tap out, man. I gotta get a couple hours in for work tonight, man. But it's always a pleasure. Ricky, we're gonna get up, chat.
Hey man, follow me on Ricky Williams. Do a search for Ricky Williams Boxing, man. I'm on YouTube, bro.
I got you, man.
All right.
Appreciate you coming through, good brother, AK.
Yeah, we can send each other some stuff. That's what's up, man. Always, boy.
Yes, indeed, good brother. Good to see you, man. We have to catch up with you again soon.
Y'all know where I'll be at Monday.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I get back into the flow of things, man. We're gonna get up.
Peace, God. Peace to you, God.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but you know, then they you know, like I say about the meat situation, it wasn't even necessary for the WBC to do that. That was a bad look in itself. All they had, you know, he makes enough money where he can get his meat from anywhere, like Brother Baseman was saying.
How much meat you gotta eat to get a trace amount, get a trace test? What he eating burgers 9 times a day, bro? Stop. That's what I'm saying. Stop. But y'all keep making excuses for these people, bro. It don't change the fact of what happened. Yeah. That's the part, bro. Y'all always looking to save somebody who ain't gonna save y'all, bro. That shit crazy to me, bro. This is what happened. Yeah, y'all could try to minimize it and say it didn't happen, but that's what happened. It don't change the fact. The one bro, he said, so Roy Jones Jr. is in question. Every fight he had up to he got caught. Yes. I don't care. It doesn't matter, bro. I feed these guys. They don't feed me, bro. My guys is here. They tell you I go to fights. I buy merch. I pay for actual pay-per-view. We feed them. It's not it's not my job to defend them, bro. It's our job to report the truth of what's happening. Plain and simple. The truth of what happening is that people keep saying, oh, Spence this. The proof of the matter is it don't matter what y'all say about Spence, about the side of the street, him clearing his side, him getting all the belts over there. Bud is the one saying he don't want to fight. That's the truth of the matter. Right? That's the truth. Right? No matter what people say, oh, Tio undisputed, The truth of the matter is, bro, is that he fought, him and Lomachenko dropped out the round robin championship that they had to fight for the actual belts, bro. Right? How do you think that Devin Haney even got the belt? Because he wasn't fighting an attorney and he dropped the belt, so he didn't have to. So how can it be that Tio is undisputed, but when it don't come, it's not a belt, it's a designation. He had to petition for the designation. Did he have to petition for the IBF belt? Did he have to petition for the WBA belt? But you got to petition for the designation of franchise. So how are you undisputed? Anyone? Is this thing going?
You're right.
This is the truth. I understand y'all don't like it, bro, but this is the truth of the matter. The very point that he's saying he undisputed is in dispute.
Yep.
It go from, oh, we gonna send you a contract to did you talk to Bob? What happened to the meeting with Bob? Well, I thought you was the man. Right? We gonna go over here to Triller and take over the game. Now y'all fighting even on Triller.
They probably destroyed Triller.
Right? This is what this is what's going on, bro. But everybody play like it don't happen. If you a fighter, you just gonna fight, right? Ain't nobody scared of nobody. They make the fight LSI. You can whoop Devin LSI, bro. Crawford, you can beat Spence LSI. Spence ain't the one saying he don't want the smoke. It was no different than the Fury fight. The Fury fight, did he win? Yes, he did. He sure did. But the truth of the matter again is that Deontay Wilder had to chase you for 18 months to get his get back. Ain't that what happened?
Facts. Facts. And you know what people not really mentioning too a lot about in that trilogy, man, is the fact that for them first 3 rounds, before Wilder got hit in that soft spot, Wilder was boxing him. And you know, the big thing, people put so much energy into saying how he couldn't do this and he couldn't do that. And for him to come out there and change that, that's a big thing, man. The fight went the way it did. There's a lot of things that was revealed from the trilogy about all 3 fights, you know, and it could have went either way because there was some long ass counts for Fury. I don't know why everybody gets retarded when he hit the ground, but they was quick with it when he hit. So, you know, but we're not making excuses, but we're looking at the totality of the whole trilogy.
It's just context, bro. That's all it is. And unfortunately, most people don't understand what context is. That's really what it is. Y'all act like context don't play a part in what's going on. But that's why a lot of y'all lives is messed up because y'all don't understand the context or take account of what part you really play in anything. So it's whatever, bro.
Yeah, that's big facts. Big facts, man. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to the Cool Boy Steph fight, man. Cool Boy to you know, to get to that next level, man, where he become more of a household name. I think there's a lot of people sleeping on that talent, man.
Yeah, man. But it's the changing of the guard right now too, and people don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are getting aged out. It's that time. Kind of like the NBA right now. You know what I'm saying? The NBA is changing in front of our face, but don't nobody recognize it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like the days of the power ball is gone, man. These NBA, all these kids coming out of college are finesse players and all of them polished. You know what I'm saying? So like people saying the Lakers gonna win the Lakers not winning no championship this year, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're not winning no championship. You know what I'm saying? You look at these teams that really ain't got no stars and all of them can win any given night, bro, because they all polished and smooth with it. So, I mean, it's the same with boxing, bro. Like the power players are getting edged out. And what we hoping is that hopefully we can bet right. You know what I'm saying? When we see it happen. That's really what it is.
Facts. That's facts, man. So let me see. Who with the said okay, but David Benavidez and old boy fighting today. We got ain't no top rank fight tonight.
I think they got a card. I can't remember. I think it's anything major. Hold on, I got you. Computer in front of me. Top rank. See, let's. Oh, excuse me. Schedule. Who they got? December 11th. No, they ain't got nothing this week.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if Benavidez he fight, they're gonna be on Fox or they're gonna be on FS1 or.
I think it's David Benavidez.
Yeah.
And then on PBC.
Showtime. It's on Showtime.
Oh, it's gonna be on. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't think that's right. Fight on Showtime. Okay, we'll take a peek at that, see what he looked like. But it's interesting to see what's gonna be next for Canelo. I know he's gonna take some time off, but you know, I mean, congrats to him. He got undisputed, man. That is a goal to be achieved, so you can't really knock him for it. I just wish he was more honorable and took on the real champion. You know, he should have fought David Benavidez in the middle of that tour. It would have validated it so much more because you beat Caleb Plant and you beat David Benavidez. You beat the top 2 168 pounders that was out there. There's no question. So you still got to big fight out there, but he's not gonna fight David Benavidez. At least I don't think he will.
Yeah, hey, but bro, the rumor mill is that if David Benavidez look good in this fight, it's supposed to be him and Canelo on Cinco de Mayo.
What?
Yeah, that's the rumor.
That's what I'm saying. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly. That's the rumor, though.
Okay. Well, hey, that'll be good.
But again, this makes my point, man. Like I said, this could have been happened, bro.
Exactly.
This could have been happened. But it's the business of boxing, so let's accept it and move on, bro. But let's see it first. I want to see it.
Yeah,
that's it right there. Because it's time for everything to be shown and proved.
I'm telling you, bro, it's time, man. It's getting to the point where money about to get super thin. Y'all see inflation is blowing up every month on us, bro. This dollar ain't stretching like it used to. So if they're trying to get these bags, it's time to do it right now. It's time to do it right now, bro.
Exactly.
Ain't kidding. Sure ain't kidding.
It's gonna get to the point, you know, this time next year, money ain't gonna be moving like it is right now. Just let y'all know, it's not gonna be moving like it is right now.
Yeah,
So,
look what they doing with the car prices now. New cars is ridiculous, man.
man, bro. You know, that's a different live, man. Let's go. It's a different live.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, fellas. But hey, man, it's been awesome, man. Feel good to be back on here with y'all brothers, man, chopping it up, man. Hey, but Rick, man, I want to say this, man. I never had a chance to do it. You know, I've been doing a lot of things, moving around a lot. I ain't had a chance, but I want to thank you, man. You said something one day, man. I'm gonna hit you up behind the scenes and elaborate a little bit more. But I want to publicly thank you, man, because you said something that impacted my life, man. And I want to thank you for that, bro. Because you say a lot of deep stuff, man. And if you haven't checked out brother Ricky Williams, man, check him out, because brother gonna feed you with a whole lot of stuff, man. So you just come with your plate empty. It's gonna get full by the time you get done. Then you're gonna be stuffed and you're gonna have to get out because you can't eat all of it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, appreciate you, good brother, man. Thank you, man. And like I said, I'm gonna hit you up behind the scenes on that and let you know.
For sure, bro.
What it was, man. But I appreciate that, good brother.
Yeah, man. I pray everything's all right with you and yours, man.
Yeah, appreciate that, good brother. And Basement, man, you know, hey, Road Dog, you know how we do, man. We're going to keep doing this thing, man, but I'm going to have to dip, man. But, you know, hey, we're going to be on the next one rolling and everything. I'm going to hit you up a little later, and, you know, we're going to fit it in and everything like that. And I'll be around. I'll pop in from time to time. Appreciate y'all good brothers, man.
Yes, sir. That being said, any last words? You, Rick, you got last words?
Hey, it's nothing, man. And just remember, guys, this is just boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we ain't the one getting hit in the face. You know what I'm saying? We just talk about it. So I completely understand, you know, it's not emotional a lot of times that we passionate. So don't knock a person's passion, man. You know, deal with it and get through the conversation, man. But hey, if this y'all first time seeing me, man, make sure y'all check me out on YouTube under a search for Ricky Williams Boxing. We talk about life and everything, but you got to get past the boxing. Make sure y'all stay tuned in on my boy Basement Boxing Talk. That man, Tony Starks, be keeping it live. And I appreciate your platform, man. Again, congrats for making it 1K, man. And let's keep it pushing, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, good brother, for coming out, taking your time to join the show and giving your knowledge, brother. Follow my man Ricky Williams, like he said, on Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, Twitter. He on all of them.
Yeah.
Social media platform. Follow my man Ricky, man. I want to salute my good brother Black Star Sports TV 2 for coming out. Go to his channel, man. Subscribe to his channel. Also, I want to thank my good brother AK the Apostle for coming through. Hey, go to his channel. He got a YouTube channel. Also, he on Facebook every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go check my good brother out. I like to thank my good brother Brandon Cunton for coming through, like he always do. He always giving us the business aspect of the boxing world. I know it's not sometimes what you want to hear, but hey, he giving you the facts, man. He giving you facts. Also, too, the good brother that came in here earlier, I want to give him a shout out, man. Thank him for coming through. Everybody in the chat, man. My man Mo Boxing, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Tell everybody, man, hit the like button. Every Saturday we here. My good brother Watcher, man. Thanks for coming through. Mike 202, thanks for coming through. Logic, man. I gave you a wrench, man. Thanks for coming through. I need to see you here next week. PGH Big Dog, appreciate you for coming through, giving your advice. Let's see who else in the chat. All in the chat. TS Boxing, I appreciate you for coming through. Mr. Scott, appreciate you for coming through. If I missed anybody who came through, man. Oh, Bruce Goes, my good brother Bruce Goes, appreciate you for coming through. God Body Sports, thanks for coming through. Josh Taylor, thanks for coming through. Oh, my good brother Sir Ken, he came through. Anybody I forgot, man, I apologize, man. Thanks for coming through, man. This your boy Basement, man. We got the big fight next week. Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. We'll be here live 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This your boy Basement, man. Spread the word, man. Stay healthy, stay blessed, man. And peace. And we out to the next one. This your boy. We out.